All right. Happy Saturday.
I think it's Saturday.
Yeah, we didn't want to wait a week since we had one party member out. So we decided to come back on Saturday. Welcome back to the Hallowed RPG channel, where we rejoin the Kingsmen in Season 3, Episode 3 of Through the Eyes of Eleren campaign, where all the characters are freshly level 10. Congratulations.
Woo.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hola.
All right, on to the recap. Enemies at the gates. When we last joined our heroes, the party had accepted a request by the next Empress of Catal, Princess Alana, to escort her young cousin, Prince Killian, to Themon on an errand to retrieve his prized possession, a loot of some unknown significance. Upon arriving at the City of 1,000 Spires, they had found it usurped and under the control of mysterious Lord Azamala, who commanded a veteran mercenary company known only as the Shadow Eyes. After meeting with a series of those who were leading an underground resistance, the party finds themselves poised and waiting to ambush a cart carrying an unknown cargo that could prove useful to the resistance. Kingsmen, as the cart approaches, a familiar figure gestures to you from across the alley as Marielle, played by our good friend Nina, joins the party.
Hang on a second,
Yay.
wait for me. I'm old here, right?
What would you like to do? Your underground costume is old. Your beautiful half-elven maiden Marielle, wearing darkened full metal armor, full metal jacket, full plate armor, carrying a long sword and a shield with a symbol of a moon upon it. Not so young, but definitely fit and ready to go. And with that, well, we're going to actually jump right into combat as this cart approaches.
Okay.
So which house were we in?
You were on this side of the street. So
Okay.
you, like I said, you can place yourself anywhere you want. It really doesn't matter where you are.
Okay. I would probably grab one of the rotting heads from inside the house.
Yep.
Come out this side of the house, so I'd be in front.
Yeah, put yourself wherever you're at, wherever you want to be.
Silas will manifest his blade and don his shield.
Alrighty. I will move the tokens forward along with the cart. Not all together, but...
And as soon as I see him, I will throw the head out in front of them, in front of the horse. I'm pretty much trying to spook the horse with the head.
Okay.
So it will run away?
That's true. Not trying to not run away, but kind of stop and jump up kind of thing. I don't know. I forget what that's called. Rear up. Kind of rear up.
That's the word.
But I already said it, so we'll see how it goes.
Go ahead and add yourself to the initiative tracker.
That's a 12 for a 13.13.
That is an 8 for me.
All right. Let's be in combat with Caliban as the horses move forward. Looks like a guy dressed in scale armor sitting to the side of the person who's driving it, dressed in chain. They both have their shields on the side next to them.
Okay, what the heck? I will cast Cone of Cold on them.
All right. That's con save, DC.
It's a con save 17. It's a DC.
Some 7s, some 1s, so kind of averaged out.
The guy in the back rolls a 16. The next guy driving the cart will roll an 18. And the guy in the fancier armor rolls a 16.
Nice.
2 fails.
And does the horse have to roll?
The horse dies.
Okay.
Oh,
Definitely just a regular old horse to carry a cart.
a good way.
Well,
to
they won't
detect
be running away.
it. Yeah, just to make sure though. Now you know it's just a regular horse.
Yep, exactly. He gets half damage from yours, and he gets full damage. Yep, instantly they look worse for wear.
And then I will hop back around the corner.
Silas.
Silas takes a step forward and he witnesses, looks like 3 people on the wagon that is now stopped and is covered in ice.
Yep, that is correct.
All right, I need them all to make charisma saving throws, I believe. Let me check. Charisma 17.
And what's the effect?
Bane.
All right. I'm sure they're all charismatic.
That's what I hope every time.
Nope. And he saves.
Ooh, he does. See, every once in a while, one of them has a good day. Of course, it's the sergeant.
All right, they're baned.
What do I have as a bonus action? I look at Torrin and I say, you know what, Torrin, it's been an awful long time. I know not to us, but maybe to the people who are impersonating us. But I just want to say that I believe in you, and I know that you can take on everyone out there, except for that there horse, because that horse is dead. All I say, but you can do it, and then you get inspiration. I think it's a D8, or is it a D10 now? It's a D8 still.
D8. Okay.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. If it fails, you keep it until it succeeds.
All right.
Nice.
All right. All right.
And then I come back around the corner because that's not my job.
All right, Torin.
Seeing the horse is dead already, I'm gonna drop the head.
Yep.
Pull out my sword.
Yep. Oh, that's 2 interaction? Just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's 2 of the 3.
And then I'm gonna. Damn it, Silas.
What's wrong, my friend?
Hold on. I'm just measuring some things real quick.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna move up here and let's go for broke, shall we? I'm gonna point at them with my sword, shield out. Flip my sword down and strike it against the ground, and it's gonna spark and my eyes flash. So I'm gonna say, Barak Edmor Melech, and I'm gonna cast my Oath of Conquest Channel Divinity.
Oh, he's speaking tongues again. Oh, it's exciting.
That's a save on fear.
Yes, we'll see if they're immune or not. Like everything else in this campaign.
Minus a D4 on the non-sergeants.
So it's a wisdom DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. Wisdom saving throw minus a D4.
So that's some automatic failure for him.
All right, next guy. Wisdom save.
Yep,
He's frightened. And the sergeant, 17.
he makes it. The other 2, however, are frightened of me and in my aura of conquest, which means their speed is reduced to 0 and they take 5 psychic damage at the start of their turn.
Damn.
But that is my turn. You know what? No, sorry. I'm gonna do one more thing. We're going for broke because we need to make this quick. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, shit.
And a spectral flaming greatsword appears.
He's very edgy. I don't know if you can tell.
What is that red thing that's going on around him?
Yeah,
I'm going to put it right there.
He's very moody.
And I'm going to attack the sergeant.
You meet a lot of those.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a natural 1.
No.
Hero point?
You're one.
Now that's my turn.
Okay, at the start of your turn, the quick-tempered shadow eye soldier takes 6 points of damage. Roll me a d6 there, Torin.
There was 5 points of psychic damage for him.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
Roll a d6.
Yep.
1.
All right. And he can't move. What can he do? Not much.
He picks up a rock and he throws it at Torrin.
He does have a hand axe.
Happening.
There we go. See?
Thanks, Silas.
You're welcome, my friend. I'm calling him my friend because he doesn't like it when I say your name.
And then minus a d4. Yep.
Yep. He'll miss on that attack.
That misses. And he no longer has the hand axe.
Yep.
At least 1.
The next, that's into his turn.
Oh, he gets to make a save against first the Frighten and then Bane, I believe, right?
Bane's goes off for how long?
Bane is concentration, and they have it until I stop concentrating.
Okay, but he does get another save for the Frighten condition.
For the frighten, yeah. Yeah, or a minute, like you said.
We'll fail that one. The next guy is going to take the. Okay, roll me a d6 there. 5 minus 5 on his. Yep.
Yep.
And then roll me a d6.
Another 1.
All right. He's gonna dodge.
All right.
He doesn't have to control the horse anymore. And
then he makes a save for the frightened.
Thank you. All right, we transition over to Nina controlling Marielle.
Let's see what she's got.
All right. So impressed by the quick witness of everyone, I am going to just step forward really quick. Because I cannot see anything. Oh, there's everyone. So this is 30. And then I would use a dash action. Where's the sergeant? Is it the one?
Here he is sitting in the front.
Oh, I see him. Right, so from there, it's 30. All right, I'll take another 30 to stand right next to him. Hello, Torin. I heard you're moody. And then I'll accent surge and take an attack on this
Accent
fella
surge. All right.
Oh,
Make your
shit.
attack.
You just hear, damn it, Silas, stop telling people that.
That would be hero point.
Oh.
A natural 1.
All right. The
Yep, multi-attack.
Yes, sir. So that would be. There's no penalty in here. 16.
16. Nope, that's not going to hit him. His
All right.
armor is too heavy
Oh, I see.
as it clangs up against him.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. He doesn't take any psychic damage.
Nope.
But I need you to roll a d6. Torin. 5.
It's a 5.
As you see shadows coalesce around his figure. And looks like he regained some health.
Okay.
Oh. Jinx.
He's going to use second wind. So that is a d10 plus his thing. All right. Breathes in deeply. Gains some more vigor as he stands up and dons his shield without needing to use an action to don his shield. He's going to attempt to attack Marielle with his longsword.
All right, I'm ready.
You're within 5 feet of his person. He'll have advantage. That is a total of 21.
Oh, hits.
All right. He's going to use martial advantage to deal an extra 2d6.
Okay.
Oop, did it go? No, it didn't go. That's another 7, so that's 24 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
Wow.
He'll take his second attack, which is a 19.
Riposte.
All right.
13. 19 is the damage.
There we go. 13 misses.
Oh, okay. Yes, ripostes.
Yep.
That would be, come on, a 20 to hit.
Yep. And
Hit?
20 will hit him, but he's going to use riposte
Oh,
and make an attack against you. Oh, he has advantage. One more attack. That's 9. That won't do it. It's coming. It's coming. I clicked multi-attack. All's the buttons. That's a natural 1 too.
oh, yes.
Ooh.
Do I roll damage?
Roll your
Damage?
damages.
Let's go. That would be 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And as Muriel runs out, Torin, give me a perception check.
Okay. Gonna be great.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a
Jinx
3.
yourself, man.
Her sword's glowing to give her light.
Does that mean that it does more damage? Because it says while glowing. So wouldn't that be 17 instead
It
of
does.
11?
Yep.
God damn.
Oh, while glowing, yes. A 1d. No, it did roll the extra d6.
Noise.
But it would be, 17, not 11.
Caliban, it is your turn.
What the heck? I will try to cast polymorph on the sergeant.
Hell yeah.
He becomes a snail if he fails. Wisdom save. 17. Minus his he's baned, isn't he?
No.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
no.
natural,
Oh.
buddy.
I hate wise guys. Beans.
Movement, bonus action.
Nope, no bonus action, and I will again get out of sight.
Silas Bane.
Silas Bane's gonna take a walk out to the center of the street and say, "You know what? I've played this tune a bit too many times. Let's switch it up." And he drops concentration on Bane as he casts slow. So I need a wisdom save from all three of those gentlemen.
Wisdom save, nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do the wisdom save first. I'm all out of sorts. New baddies. Wisdom save. Wisdom, right?
Mhm.
9.
All right, first one fails. He is slowed. He's no longer baned.
14.
Slowed, no longer baned.
Let's go.
Oh,
God
Damn,
damn, Sergeant.
Damn, Sergeant.
Roll me D20, Silas.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
That's a 4.
Yep. What else would you like to do?
Bonus action. Let's see here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I fucking hate that sergeant. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna say, "Hey, you're a piece of shit." And now he's got unsettling words, which means he gets a minus D8 to his next saving throw. So yeah, that's my turn.
Torin.
all right. I will stride forward, not use my spiritual weapon this turn, but bonus action, activate, speak the dwarven words for flame on. And my longsword is now flaming. And I will stride forward.
Yep.
Do we do flanking?
Not anymore.
Okay.
But you can take a +4 to your attack for flanking. So I guess we do, but it's just not advantage because that's like the really gross part of it.
Okay, so
Yep.
so all right. Let me see if that rolls. That is a 26 to hit, +4 is a 30. All right, I will do the damage first for the sword. That's 10 points of slashing damage and 6 points of fire damage. And I'm going to drop a 3rd level smite on him
Ooh.
Damage.
because we need to get this going. So that's 4d8. You roll that. Another 20 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, he is badly injured.
But that is my turn.
Did you take 2 attacks?
Oh, I did not take 2 attacks. I was like, oh, I use an action to
No.
attack. That's it. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I will attack again. 19, and I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
So that's 23 to hit.
23 hit.
And I'm going to dump a 2nd level smite into this one. So let me roll the damage first. That's 9 points of slashing and 6 flaming.
He's near death.
And then
And him.
he's not a fiend, right? No.
No.
Oh, it was so close to an 8 and a 7. That's another 9 points of radiant damage.
As he drops onto the ground,
Nice.
onto this bench chair that is the cart seat.
That is my turn now.
All right. He takes 5 points of damage
Yes, sir.
and he gets a save. He can dodge, but he only gets 1 action and no reaction, right?
A bonus action or an action, not both. And yeah, he cannot take a reaction.
All right.
His AC is also -2.
Gotcha. The next guy will continue to dodge and make his save.
Yeah, they both get to make their save at the end of their turns.
Yep. -5. Being frightened. They're no longer baned. Okay, that's 20. And he is still frightened. So no more frightened. But that's their turn. Caliban, or excuse me, Mariel, your turn.
All right, so I would like to, with my movement, jump up on this bench,
Yep.
step over the sergeant really quick, and would like to take 2 hits against this injured man with my sword.
The person who's capturing all your friends and family.
That's a natural
20.
Oh my god.
It's been forever, you guys.
Roll a critical hit. Roll critical hit damage.
All right, that would be 13, 12, 24. 24 plus 6.
Did you roll
30.
Did you roll 6 dice?
No, just 3. I was doubling it. I'll just roll it here.
Well, since Great Swords is 2d6 base damage and 1d6 radiant, you get another 3 dice.
So
Okay.
roll another 3d6.
2,
Oh, isn't it
there we
max for the?
Oh, that's 20 plus 6, 26 points of damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right, awesome. And I still have movement because 5, 10, 15, 20. I would like to take my second attack against this fella right here. All right. So that would be 23 to hit.
That hits.
Perfect. And he takes 12 points of damage.
And he also falls dead in the back of this cart.
All right, someone secure the cart. I yell out to everyone, please.
Silas says, it's not going anywhere. The horse is dead.
That's so true.
Yeah, we need to move everything into the house now.
As you glance up the street from where the cart enters, and doesn't seem like the 2 soldiers standing guard can either hear it or they're not paying attention. It looks like they're having a conversation with somebody trying to come into the city.
Right. So I will. Is there boxes or anything on this cart? that we
3
can see?
large crates.
Am I able to lift one of them?
Probably not. Well, you can give me an athletics check.
I can help. I've got these gauntlets on.
You're able to deadlift it off the cart, but you probably feel like you won't be able to walk around with it. If you do, you're super slow unless you have those stupid boots that let you do that. You remember those boots? I think guys wearing those boots now.
Yeah. I think I switched those out. I'm wearing the boots of speed. Oh, I'll click the boots of speed and double my movement. So I'm walking at a normal pace.
Okay.
Wow. I'll get it behind and push.
Push the cart.
Yeah, we're
You know
getting the
what,
cart out of the way,
actually?
right? Or are we doing the box?
You know what? I'm going, instead of bringing the boxes, I'm going to unhitch the cart.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull the cart around this corner.
There you go. There's a smart choice.
Can I help him?
Yep, absolutely. It won't be any issues to move it. So you do both of you still have your swords glowing?
I would put mine out as soon as everyone was dead.
Turn mine off.
All right. Are you going to move the dead frozen horse?
After we get my priority is getting
As opposed to the dead
The
frozen
stuff.
guys.
yeah
Yeah, right.
getting the stuff off, and then if we have time, I'm going to try to move the horse as well.
How bright is it now that the swords are not glowing?
Let me show you.
Yeah, let's see how dark it is. Because if it's dark enough that the guards are human, right? Or
You going to take a look at them?
I'll look in that direction, sure.
From where you're at, you can't really tell.
Dark vision, 120 feet.
Oh,
but
okay. Yep, you can tell. They appear to be human, as though on their extremities, it feels like bits of shadow cling to their body.
well, shit. Hey guys, do we know if they can see in magical darkness or no?
I have no idea. I'm going to assume, given their shadowy abilities, that I'm going to assume they can. So the faster we get off the street, the better.
Silas looks up at the sky and he says, "Hey, voice in the sky, is a creature still considered a creature even when it's dead?"
It is an object now.
Well, fuck, I can't reduce the size.
Well, they were on the cart, so it would just
I
be
know,
the
but
horse.
I know, I was just, he points down to the horse. I was going to shrink this little horsey down and then just move him out of the way, make him size.
Once we get the cart off, if all of us can come back and try to pull the horse.
Wouldn't he be frozen enough for us to just crush it? Like
I'm not
ice?
breaking apart the horse. Maybe we can just push it. I mean, it might help us sliding because he's covered in
Oh,
mass.
that's true. He could be slippery.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, without issue, you guys pull the cart across, come back, and slide this horse frozen. I'm trying not to tip it over, and push him into the back, and we'll go ahead and transition back to the main splash screen, and we can figure out what's in these boxes and what you guys want to do next, as the gate guards seem to be preoccupied and not able to hear this loud bang of swords against armor.
I mean, I am interested to see what's in these boxes, but at the end of the day, right? What are we gonna do with this horse sickle?
Is the doors big enough to pull the horse in as well? I mean, there's 4 dead bodies rotting in here already. So
I'd say you can get it in and push it in. It's a large horse tall, but it kind of went down on all fours when it got blasted by Caliban. You could probably squeeze it in. I'd say sure, but you probably won't be able to get the crates and the horse in.
We could pick up the bodies, move the horse in, and throw the bodies on top of the horse sickle.
All right, I'm just thinking that the crates are a little less inconspicuous out on the street than a frozen horse.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. If I see some crates on the street, I'm going to be like, well, someone left some crates. If I see a frozen horse, I'm going to be like, who the fuck froze a horse? I'm just saying. I'd be more interested in seeing what the hell's going on with the horse. But let's get the horse in there, and or do we just want to park it? Can we defrost it and then just make it look like it's on its all fours now, right? It's like slumped onto the ground.
I don't think we have the time. I think we need to secure these crates. Should we just open them here?
It looks like Mariel's already trying to crack one open to take a look to see what's in the carts.
All right.
Forgive me, it's not that I was impatient. It's just I have people that really need what's inside of here.
Well, this is you people sent us on this job, so we'll follow your lead, and I go over and I help her pry the crate open.
All right. As you pry the crate open, it's filled with all different sorts of weaponry: short swords, daggers, long swords, a few shields here and there.
Can I look outside? Are we inside the house?
You tell
Are we
me.
inside them?
I would have tried to bring as much as we could inside the house.
Okay. Yep. You're inside the house.
Okay. But before going in though, could I take a look outside and see if anyone's taken notice or if anyone else is coming?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That is a 25.
Natural 20.
You look across the alley on the other side of the street, and you see this large hound sniffing around. And as it moves from place to place, it feels like it drips shadow.
Am I familiar with this hound?
I'd say you can make an Arcana or History check to see if you ran up against anything like this.
All right, make sure you get everything in. Someone might have taken notice. Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah, not really sure. It's dark. You might, you see a lot of stray dogs running around simply because either their owners have been taken captive, many of your friends, or, it's really hard to see across. Though you have dark vision, it still seems like it's standing in shadow across the way.
All right. Yes, let's get this inside.
Yep. I'm hauling as much stuff as I can inside.
Silas is helping. He's yeah. Just tell me where you want it.
Did you see anything out there, Maria?
A hound that's standing in shadow. I thought I'd be familiar with that creature, but I don't know. I think
What was it
we
doing?
should play it safe. It was just standing outside.
Was it looking for
Sniffing.
something? Sniffing?
I'm assuming so. It was sniffing.
Well,
I'm gonna pull the rotting corpses nearer to the doors.
The back door, or because the other three are already near the front door, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull one of them near the other door.
And as bone snaps and sinew tears, you're able to drag the pieces of body near the back door and close the back door. Before you do, you see some dark eyes poke their head in, and he makes a gesture, and Marielle nods, and 3 more move into the room wearing dark leather. Their hair is covered with some kind of looks like woolen cap, and they have scarves drawn across their mouths, and they pull it away, and one of them looks and, well done, Marielle. Thank you, gentlemen. My name is Razan. I'm part of Marielle's team. Looks like you guys have got the goods. Is that correct, Marielle?
Yes, they were very quick in their actions. You forgot we were supposed to whistle at each other. I thought you was something else for a second there.
He kind of looks at you. I was in the house behind here.
All right. Well, you came in just in time. You were having trouble, so if you could assist us with the crates, make sure you get them to the people, and we need to dispose of these corpses.
Very good. You were saying, sir?
Do we need to dispose of the corpses? I mean, let them rot here with the others. No one seems to come for them.
Yeah, and as he says that, you can tell, there's a certain pungency in the air, and you see Torin literally grab a month-old rotten corpse and put it near the back door and try to put it by, so if there's a dog sniffing around, it'll smell the corpse. And there's three others sitting in the near the front of the door, somewhat holding it closed. They're a month, 6 weeks old. It's not uncommon in the city, simply because people are starving because of what the Lord has been doing with the goods that have been coming in and out, and the market's relatively bare, and there's nearly riots every single day of people trying to get what food they can.
I mean, you all live in this city. You tell me, do we need to dispose of these corpses any more than they already are?
No, you're right. It's an unfortunate reality that this is actually normal here. Yes, let's make haste, make sure that we get everything in these crates. Have you guys been to the, what's it called? I'm trying to look for it. The Righteous Bull.
We have. I mean, that's where we met Yazid and he sent us back to you, so.
All right, well, I think it'd be best if we go there for now with everything that's inside these crates. And thank you very much for your assistance.
Do you all have a cart or anything, or should we just use the cart they have? Do you have horses? A horse that we could...
And it's about as long as you've always been having this conversation, it looks like Razan and his people, which have now doubled in size, are definitely making quick use of what they have, and all these weapons are disappearing into pouches and jerkins and sword belts, and they're quickly gathering all the weapons they can. Razan says, "Well landed, Marielle. Go ahead with these men to where you need be. You know we can be quiet."
Thank you, Razan.
Should we make our leave as well?
Bull?
I have an idea. We put the cart up against the house, right?
Yeah, it's in the back.
I mean, if we want to make sure that the evidence of this missing cart is gone, then why don't we just burn this whole place down? Burn the cart and the house.
Will that not bring attention?
It's true.
You want to set the city on fire?
I suppose it might bring the guards. The guards were close, right?
Yeah, about 200 feet away at the wall.
So if they saw smoke, they would come sooner.
Oh,
all right,
for sure.
yeah.
On top of that, all these houses, storefronts are all butted up against each other.
Okay.
And it's not like city services are up to snuff here.
I suppose you don't want the city burned down, do you, Marielle?
No, please don't do that.
All right. Well, it's an option. Just saying.
No.
All right. Let's mosey on.
And we'll head back to the Righteous Boar.
All right, you make your rights and lefts. You come to a T intersection. You turn right. Everybody give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yep.
Can I
was
look
just-
like my old self again?
Sure. As you see Marielle turn into an elderly woman. Miss M from the Worn Tavern Prince in her dirty apron and homespun gray wool robe.
Silas, could I put an arm around you really quick? I just need some assistance.
Sure. I've seen her change before. Like, that's not a new thing.
Yes, you were in the meeting with her when you guys first met. Well, let me rewind time. So when you first met, you came to the Worn Prince where Killian said he needed to check in. And there's this older lady resembling the person that you see now. But when you were sent back and paid with a special coin from Yazid, Mrs. M, Lady M, took you to the side room, and she revealed herself as you saw her in. Although at that time she was wearing like dark leather armor, but the same long auburn hair flows down her back and over her shoulders. Now she's Lady M with missing teeth and gray bun, loosely tied up, dirty apron, and thread-worn.
Silas has his shield in his right hand and his saber in his left, and he just puts it away and then gives an arm to old Lady M and says, well, you know, you do have to tell me how you do that little trick.
Maybe when it's a little more safe, I would. But at the moment, I can't yet. Let's go through these alleys and then...
All right.
Caliban, what'd you roll in your perception?
Didn't roll anything.
Go ahead and roll me your perception check as you wind your way through these alleys. All right. Give me 1 second.
Y'all some perceptive sons of bitches.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Me and Silas are just having a small little argument. Like, you gotta stop telling people I'm moody all the time.
But you are, though. I mean,
Then stop being moody all the time.
I know.
Let them find that out for themselves before you tell them.
I mean, you literally excrete's wrong, the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying. You have this like aura of like edgy energy that affects people. I mean, you just did it in combat. Like that's literally a thing you do.
Fine.
There's nothing wrong with being moody. It keeps the people away.
Exactly.
Yes, but his liege shouldn't do that.
God damn
You
it.
should be proud of your moodiness. But that aura of yours, we need to talk about that maybe.
Oh, Tempest, save me.
As you're making your way through these alleys, Marielle, you're looking down, playing the role, and you glance up and you see the briefest of a cloak disappear around the corner of the turn up ahead of you about 25 feet.
Am I familiar with this cloak?
It's just a flash of as if somebody's turning the corner or crossing a corner where you just catch a glimpse of their trailing cloak.
Oh, like a movement of color, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I relay that to everyone quietly.
Well, now, we aren't exactly the stealthiest bunch, are we?
Should we not head right to the righteous boar then? Maybe take a few little detour first. I'd hate to lead them to the hub of all this.
Nothing wrong with a little roundabout.
Oh, of course.
You just hold on to me, lady, and we'll get you there.
Oh, thank you very much, young man.
Maybe we bring you back to the Worn Prince and then head from there. I'm not sure. What do you think is better, Maria? Where do you think we should go to take a detour?
The Worn Prince is it closer?
No. Well, it is closer. But that's where everybody's taking all this stuff. So you probably would also keep an eye on these guys to make sure that they don't traipse into the wrong area or the wrong area.
Well, we could always just stay the same path, keep an eye on this person. And if he does anything stupid, then I've seen your capabilities in battle. I'm sure you can get rid of him very quickly.
We'll follow your lead. Like I said, I just don't want to lead anyone back to Yazid.
What's the marching order?
I would.
I'm next to Silas.
I'd be in the middle.
I'd probably be in the front.
Then I guess I'll be in the back.
Got to keep this little lady safe.
It's we're kind of like making like a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, as you make your diamond, it narrows out into a 5-foot wide alleyway, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Oh goodness. During that time, Rick, would we have had a short rest?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
There's no like street lanterns or anything in the city or anything like that?
There are, but they're few and far between. And as you cut between alleyways and side streets to avoid notice and, well, the guard being out past curfew, it's dark.
Then I probably wouldn't have been in front because I can't see anything.
That is a bit of a pickle. Oh, lovely.
So I guess Silas is there, moving with Marielle as she gestures, go here, go there. And as you do, this person, almost one with the shadow, apparates from in front of you and raises a hand out to make a somatic gesture and cast a spell. So everybody but who rolled low on their percent. Everybody, Marielle is surprised. So we'll start the encounter. Marielle, you can act first, as per normal.
Okay. So would it be like a bonus action to take my disguise down and everything?
Nope, that's a free action.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to take that down, and then bonus action, I'm going to whisper to my sword and have it emanate the moonlight from the blade. So I have flames shedding brightly in a 15-foot radius. Okay. Do I see him?
Yes, he's standing right here in front as he apparates out of nothing.
Oh, there he is.
All right, I point him out, and then I would like to use my movement to get in front of him. Before I hit him, though, I would like to... I don't want to hit him. Who are you? And what are you doing here? Why are you following us? That's the end of my turn.
Dear, he's clearly about to... And then I guess the spell
Heal
goes
us?
off.
I don't know. Oh, wait, no, he was going to do this spell. Sorry.
Yeah, he's literally got his hand up doing a somatic gesture to cast the spell at us.
Here's my first attack, 24.
As the light of the moonblade streaks across the screen, his body is covered in shadows, and he almost goes invisible as the sword passes through him without effect.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's not hitting him. I'll try again.
Try it again.
Yep.
That would be a 23 to hit.
With your martial press, certain that you'd hit through this time, it passes back across the other way. The shadows kind of puff and writhe around your blade as it passes through him. It's not striking anything.
Okay, that will be the end of my turn.
You have you have movement if you want movement. You did 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. You did move 20 feet.
Maybe 5 more feet of movement because it went through my space.
This is a roof.
Yeah, you're good there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
All right. And Caliban, you're surprised you have your action back?
But otherwise, I can't.
I can't believe I rolled a 10 with advantage. Like the Jesus. Oh yeah, in the surprise round we get our reaction back, but we can't move or act or anything.
Yep.
All right. It is these guys' turn. You see this shadow enter the moonlight, and because it's not sunlight, this dim figure, about 3.5 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet long, running on all fours, moves across the area to take an attack at Marielle.
It's a doggy.
That is a 20 to hit.
Oh, just hits.
For 12 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh boy, a 29, a natural 20.
Wow.
As your shield rises from your arm, as you grip your sword, and it starts hovering around you, and this large hound jumps at you, bites against you, but as your shield spins to the side, it pushes the beast 2 or 3 feet away, and you are not knocked prone.
Y'all see the name of that beast? I guess it's Torrens' dog, huh?
That's funny. It's the edgy Shadow Mastiff. That's his turn. Silas, you hear the growling of some beast directly in front of you.
Oh, nice.
That is a 19 to hit you?
Yeah, and I do not have my reaction right. It's not my turn yet. So that hits.
That is 11 piercing damage and a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength, you said?
Yes, sir.
Everything's real slow. All right, for every For every Lady M, there's a Silas.
As Silas is knocked prone by this beast, that's the end of its turn.
That's about right. How long has it been since the last battle? You said we didn't have time for a short rest.
Correct. It hasn't been an hour yet.
Okay, but it's been more than 10 minutes?
Yes.
All right, then you do not have that inspiration anymore, Torin.
I already used it.
Well, there you go.
Torin, you're surprised and you have your reaction back.
Right.
Oh, where'd he go?
What is he going to do? So many things.
Talk with us. That's what he's gonna do. Monologue. He's gonna spend all his actions monologuing.
Every villain does, you know.
He looks past Marielle and Silas and he's going to cast negative energy flood at Torin.
What?
Oh.
Unless the target is undead, must make a Constitution saving throw. DC 16.
Oh, one off.
Oh.
That's pretty rough.
Jeez. Yeah.
Oh shit, D12s. Oh.
You take
All right.
36 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's his turn. Silas, you were knocked prone. It is the end of your turn. You're no longer surprised.
Get
Did
my
I skip
reaction
Caliban?
back.
Yep, get your action back. Did I skip you, Caliban? You were surprised. Okay, back to the top of the round. Marielle, standing
All
next
right.
to you is the Shadow Mage and these large hounds.
Man, I can't hit the Shadow Mage. I would go for the Hound first.
Okay.
So with my sword, I'm going to hit him twice if I could. First one is 26 to hit.
Yeah, that will definitely hit him.
All right, perfect. So that would be 10 points of damage, 2 of them radiant.
All right. No, it yelps as you cleave across its hindquarters.
All right, perfect. And for my second attack, that'll be 20.
Yep, that hits too.
All right, perfect. And then for damage, that would be 16 points of damage, 3 radiant.
And as the radiant energy of the moonlight shines from your greatsword, it cleaves through this beast and it drops into obsidian shards.
All right, perfect. And then for my bonus action, I would like to do a second wind.
Okay.
So
Roll it.
that's
D10 plus 10.
Of course. 13.
Very good. And that ends Marielle's turn. Caliban.
Seeing as how I just saw Torin get messed up, I'll reach out and touch him and cast some Cure Wounds.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Damn.
And then I will use my winged boots, and I will
There he goes. Lift
fly
off.
up in the air,
How far are you going?
all the way 30 feet.
30 feet up.
Yes.
As you see Caliban slowly
Eat my
float into
dust.
the air.
Bad dogs.
All right, that one Shadow Mastiff is dead. The steady Shadow Mastiff.
The edgy one. Oh, Torin.
Yep. Torin's dog
A single tear. Just
Your friend.
and is tattooed permanently on his.
Uh-huh.
Seeing as how he's got Silas down, it is going to go ahead and make an attack against you at advantage.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
From his prone position, shield in one hand and open hand in the other, I do a little wave, and a shield of purplish black energy shows up, and I cast shield, and I said, "No, doggy."
Nice.
As it goes to bite down, its mouth, its maw, its spiky toothed maw opens to bite down on your leg. You cast a shield, and shadows sound as they scratch across the eldritch shield you bring between you and it. Unable to make purchase. That's his turn. Torin.
I can't move through the dog,
Nope.
right?
You cannot. Oh, unless you fly over it.
I wish you
Yeah.
could delay like in Pathfinder,
I know.
because I
And
could
I
get
can't-
out of the way.
I can't end my turn on your square, so I can't do that.
I'll move on my turn, but it won't make much of a difference.
I would say I wasn't walking around with my sword out. So what do I have?
Javelin?
I do have a longbow.
Well, shit.
So instead of that, I'm going to pull out a javelin
All right.
and make an attack.
Okay, it's yep. It's a 1.
No.
Well,
It was really my attacks were really cool in my head before this.
now you can do your little shove thing, though.
But yeah, now I can run up and try to do the shove.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So what is that? When the bonus action try to shove, so it's an athletics.
You tell me.
Yeah, it's a shove action.
All right.
Bonus
Athletics
action, shove
versus
action.
Athletics.
Does he have? Nope, doesn't. He's pretty strong.
I rolled pretty bad.
It rolled worse. You gonna push it back or knock it down?
Push him 5 feet.
Is that what
So
the
then
Shieldmaster feat is? It's you push him 5 feet. You don't choose.
To shove. No, it's just a shove. It just lets you
Gotcha.
do a shove as a bonus action. So it's just a normal shove, so I can choose.
Yep.
So I would have pushed him back so then I could stand in front
Cool.
of.
Oh,
Well done.
nice.
The active Shadow Mage, and you don't have your sword on, right, Torin?
No, I
You just see this illumination from moonlight exuding from
moonlight.
Mariel's blade. Shadows coalesce around the beast, and you feel the rush of wind. And after you blink for a second, the Shadow Mage is no longer in sight. Silas, it is your turn.
How tall are these buildings on our right and our left?
15 to 20 feet.
Both sides? All right, I'll take half my movement. I'll stand up and say, Torn, that was mighty heroic of you. And I expect nothing less from my liege. He pats you on the back and then casts mirror image Misty Step to show up on top of the building here on the north, just above Torrent. And then I will step to the edge and look down and say, fuck you, little doggy, and cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. How does it go?
Oh, see, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Well, I had to get Misty Step up there. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
That's 6 points of force damage.
You have Hexblade's curse damage? No?
No, I haven't hexed him.
Gotcha.
Eldritch Blast
That hits for 12.
for another 8.
Yep, that's right. Take an inspiration because I suck at math. I'm not reading the right one. But you got 3 of them.
But I think I get 3 of them, or do I get 2?
Don't you get 2?
I only get 2.
Yeah, yeah. You're not till 11th.
Yep.
Yeah, next level. Ignore that last one. That was just for show.
That happened only in your head.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, look, he did a couple arrow shots in his head last time, so everything's up. Yeah, that's it. I just hit that little doggy, and I keep my eye out looking for that freaking mage. We got him. That's the end of my turn. That was movement, action, bonus action. Yeah, that was everything.
All right. Marielle, you've cleaved through this dog that is now a pile of obsidian shards, and another one is faced off against Torin as your friend Silas has teleported himself onto the roof.
That's an awesome trick. And I will. This dog's injured. I feel like Torin can handle him. Could I hold my turn until I see the Shadow Mage?
Yep.
Okay.
What are you ready?
I will. My attack.
Got it.
I'm gonna
Great sword attack.
him with my great sword, and then I'm just gonna step over here to give Torin
We don't do flanking.
advantage.
+4.
Oh, +4.
Plus
That's
4.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. He's
Okay.
Caliban. Your turn.
I will fly through the air over there.
As you see Caliban matching Silas's.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I wave at Silas as I go by.
I go to give you like a high five, but you just flying by, and I just pretend it was on
I
purpose.
leave you hanging. Yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Silas high fives himself.
I do.
And then I will cast a Scorching Ray on the dog.
All right.
So first attack.
AC 12.
Just hits.
12 is hit.
So it's 4. Second attack.
Badly injured. Yep.
That's better.
Near death.
Last attack.
Oh, there it is.
You see Caliban raise up into the air at an angle, bypass Silas, and Silas goes to give him a high five, and Caliban, not knowing it's a high five, waves back, streaks across the sky and fires. You see out of the middle of the darkness, 3 rays of fiery energy burst forth from Caliban's hands. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And the beast drops into a pile of obsidian shards. And we'll go ahead and drop out of combat as you wait for the Shadow Mage to arrive. Doesn't look like he comes back.
Well, now.
Well, that answers the questions if they're trying to track us. Is there any other safe house that you know, Mariel, other than the Righteous Boar?
Do I know any other safe houses?
No, those are the 2 places. You literally stay there as where you live. As you know, you travel, you only need a few hours sleep, being a quote unquote half elf. And you typically go to the Warren Prince. There's no inn that you stay there. You lock up and you typically go back to the Righteous Boar. You know that those are the 2 main places that you guys use as your headquarters for resistances, or the resistance. Excuse me.
Unfortunately, no. It's either the Worn Prince or the Righteous Bull.
Well, this is your city. This is your group. Do you think it's better to head straight there?
Hang on a second. Caliban, Silas, do you see anything from up there?
You can make a perception check, each one of you. I'll give you advantage, Caliban. You can see over all the buildings in the area.
Yeah, I'll fly back up then.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. So you make your way up there and you look around and you're looking for the lights to light up or the shadows to grow in any area. The only thing that really catches your eye is a tower that butts up against the tor that seems to radiate a dark, shadowy energy. But as far as people moving around, you see guards from walking from station to station, and that's it. They keep to the main roads.
Yep, don't see anybody or anything or any shadows.
I think it would be safer at the safe house than we would be just standing outside here and just waiting.
All right. As I said, this is not our city, so we'll follow your call.
And as you wind your way back and forth, being extra careful, looking each way before crossing the street for shadowy figures or shadowy beasts, you don't find anything, and you make your way to the front of the warehouse of the Righteous Boar. The 2 large bouncers in their pointed toes and their golden vests, the broad smiles, greet you warmly, Marielle, and nod to each of the rest of the group in turn as you make it in. They close the warehouse doors behind you, and then in the darkness, almost blinding, they open it up, and there is what looks like a lively group having drinks and dinner and games of chance, and Yazid is standing there, and he looks at you and smiles bright and rushes forward and goes to embrace Marielle's figure, almost as this mentor, uncle, and smiles to the rest of you and says, Rosanna's returned, and he said, you guys have done well. He looks to the group. I thank you. And he grudgingly offers to buy you dinner on the house. We can have dinner in the private room, and you can let us know how things went, what you saw, what you didn't see.
Well, I'm not
When
one
was
to
the
turn
last time
down
you
a
guys have
meal.
eaten? Yeah.
I think the last meal we had was some of the soup at your place, Marielle.
Oh, I tend to be an old lady, and with being an old lady, it comes to the memories, Torin.
You know that you sell gray gruel. Being in the poor area of city, it's just that, gray gruel and lukewarm. a little bit lumpy, not sure from what. But Yazid waves to Miller. Miller, prepare the private room and bring some of our friends the best. Yes, you can use some of the stuff we're going to feed our other guests tomorrow. They're worth it. Miller says, of course, my lord. Please follow me. And Miller, the half-elf, male butler of the Righteous Boar, leads you to a private room off to the side of the kitchen. It's set up with a finery, cutlery, very nice plates. You know that this is where they're going to be feeding the people who are going to be enjoying Killian's concert over the next few days. That's where they're going to be eating. Yazid follows everybody in and sits down, and Miller prepares any drinks that you'd like. Anything special, Yazid? I want something spicy and inexpensive. Of course you do, my lord. And he looks, my dear, and then he says the word for Elvish, sister, what can I get you?
Actually, water is just fine.
Perfect. I'll bring you a vase water.
Would you guys want anything?
Whiskey.
Miller, some of the spicy but inexpensive stuff, please. Very well. And so moments later, all your food is brought. It's warm, much different from what you've had over the last several days of travel and, well, at the Warren Prince prior. Silas actually is familiar with some of the food here because he decided not to go right to bed the night before and wanted to see if he could make some coin playing some music the day before or the evening before. And you guys have your dinner, and Yazid looks to Marielle and the rest of the group and says, well, what did you all find?
Have you received all of the weapons from the crates yet? Has Razan at least reached you about it?
Yes. Razan came straight over after he spoke. They've been able to bring about half. They said another half should be on the way. He said the god got relatively active during the evening. I'm not sure why. Maybe your handiwork, perhaps?
Oh, these companions of ours, they're very strong, very driven.
Well, that's good to hear. Sounds like we should be able to outfit some of our better people and put these in the hands of the public at large and those who would look to stand up against the Shadow Eyes. What else can you report? And he looks back towards you, Silas. Silas, did you see anything?
Well, there was there was a shadow mage, there's shadow mutts, there's a sergeant and two lieutenants. The mage got away, but the rest of them we took care of, including a innocent horse. But the guards may have found the after effects, but weren't noticed during our the mission itself until on the way back. But as we said, we took out the mage, or the mage got away. Hopefully, should be all right. But the shadow dogs we did take care of, so I'm just glad we got those crates.
Yazid, as Torden's kind of drinking and eating slowly. The other night you said you had protections here from unwanted eavesdropping, yes?
Yes, you can feel free to speak your piece without retribution.
You have the same sort of protections against tracking.
No, unfortunately, it was an enchantment. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't pay for this. Kind of came with the territory. Whoever had this, or at least this part of the block, you know. Fortunately, I was able to find it and moved in, and I guess it came with the deed, if you will.
Quite the deal. Well, as my friend Silas mentioned, those dogs might have been tracking us, so maybe have your lookouts be extra vigilant.
Very well. Miller, and he calls over, and Miller standing at attention. Yes, please tell Miller here the description of this mutt hound and shadow mage. He'll be sure to inform the lookouts.
Yeah, he teleported away, so he's going to be a little rascally, but as I said, the mutts are dead, but I will give you a description of what they look like. And the mage, that's the one we really got to worry about. He definitely powerful.
Was he? I mean, he didn't really do all that much.
He hit a little hard, and Torrens like rotating his shoulder.
Nothing you can't fix. Caliban.
Nothing I'm not used to either.
Sorry. When you don't lose consciousness, I think you just really haven't been hurt.
Fair enough.
Yuzid smiles as they banter from party member to party member. You spend about an hour. Well, I have some things to see to with Killian and his performance over the next few days. But if there's anything else, I'll leave you all to get to know each other maybe a little bit better, and I'll turn in after I have words with the people in the common room. We thank you. The city thanks you. I grew up here. Yes, it's much different than it was when I was a youth. Many things remain the same. Our friends, and he looks towards Marielle, are disappearing, and, well, I like to have dinner with my friends. Gestures to all of you. Bid you good evening. And he heads back out of the room for you guys to have any kind of conversations you want, or after dinner refreshments. It's late into the night, getting almost time for bed. What would you guys like to do?
Well, as I put into the chat, Silas will be playing his lute a little bit while everyone's talking, just nice and light and accompanying, nothing too loud. So that way, if anyone is using hit dice before we go to bed, because who knows what the night brings, you get an extra D8 on top of whatever hit dice you get back.
So we do get a short rest.
Yes.
Yes.
Having dinner,
All
short
right.
rests.
All right. Silas,
Yeah, what's the next step here, now that we got the crates?
Yazid said he needed arms for the resistance here, or funds for the arms. We ended up getting him the arms themselves, so
Right.
I don't know.
Is done, or are we going to help these resistance fighters resist?
Well,
We would really appreciate it if you could. We have capable fighters, but from what I've seen, most of them are not as capable as you lot. And we need all the help with it that we could get.
and there's the issue of our friend Kieran, as I make sure to say his stage name as he goes by here.
Yep.
Our friend Kieran seems to be intent on staying and playing here in the next few days. And his aunt and grandmother, I think, would be a little bit displeased with us if we left him here on his own.
All right. I totally forgot we were looking after him. Well, I'll stick near him, and maybe we'll duet it up in the meantime.
Silas, you've traveled these lands quite a bit. Have you ever heard of these Shadow Eyes before, or this Lord Alakazam, or whatever her name is?
What would I roll for that, DM? Because
You can roll.
off the top of my head, I do not.
You can roll a history check. I'll say, because you're well traveled and they're relatively big, you can roll an advantage.
Ooh,
Nice.
that would be a 24.
You haven't heard of Alzamala. You haven't heard of her Lord Steward, but you have heard of the Shadow Eyes. Extremely well schooled group of mercenaries, numbering in the hundreds, if not thousands, typically across the world in different cities, just kind of as ears and eyes, never really together in a concentrated group, unless they're after something or being paired. Unless they're after something and being paid extremely well.
So Silas will lean over and say, well, I don't know anything about what's her name, but I can tell you that this group, they're large, right? Maybe a legion or a couple legion of them. And they're usually more information gathering in small little groups, but to have that many together, they usually only do that if they're being paid quite well. So, but they are well known. They're definitely got their hands in a lot of pots.
Right.
That actually makes a lot of sense that they'd be here, considering that the Lords Alzamala and Lord Alzamala has taken over the city, and he has everything the city has to offer at the moment.
Oh, you think he's using the treasury or whatever to pay off the group to help solidify his takeover?
It's not beneath them for sure.
I believe it's a
Well,
she, right?
Yeah, I believe it is a she.
Oh, right. Sorry, I should pay more attention.
Me as well. That's all right, Silas.
Marielle, I have
Yes.
no offense to your city, but what does Themon have to offer other than its treasury, which will, I'd imagine, dwindle quite quickly, paying for all these mercenaries?
What could the city offer
Wha-
to you, or
To Lord
Oh.
Azamala, what would justify... do you know of any reason why she would be willing to pay such a price just to take over this city?
I mean, I'm leaning towards power. Give me a second. A workforce. All these people at the moment are... It's not a good word, but a lot of the people living in this city at the moment are slaves to her. And as long as she has power over everyone, over people inferior to her, there's someone that would always be working for her. So I believe in order to achieve that, she doesn't really mind killing those that would oppose her if it meant keeping the people that will work for her.
Right.
And everyone has been, I don't know, disappearing lately as well.
Look, I'm much too familiar with the ways of despots and ruthless bandits. But in my experience, the more ruthless the bandit, the more shrewd and cunning they tend to be. Do you know of anything in this? What does the city have? A trade, a product, something valuable that she can offer other than the people? The people is a resource that she can obtain elsewhere or will eventually dwindle.
Right.
The people will die out, starve, be killed, imprisoned eventually.
I mean,
And then she'll be in control of an empty city. So do you know of any other things she might be after?
I hate to disagree with you, but if she takes care of the people well enough, she could actually have generations of workforce like that. She could just have an entire city of people whose children were born into slavery. It could be that, but it is a good point. Is there something else here besides the people?
To risk this so close to the capital as well.
Yeah, it's pretty brazen.
So let me jump in here for Marielle.
Thank you.
Why don't you know, Nina?
I'm on Discord with Rick right now.
Going back and forth. People have been disappearing, and it's affected almost all the families here. All these ridiculous rules are simply in place because they want to get people incarcerated so they can have them work for some unknown goal underneath the tour.
So they're funneling people into some project.
Yep.
And even like we don't know, like Yazid and Mariel don't know what it's for.
No idea what it's for. You just know you want to fight back. And to do that, you need money and you need weapons. You've got secured some weapons now, but you're not really sure what they might be doing. You just want to get to the point where you can actually fight back against them. But the real mystery is, what is she looking for?
I look over to Silas after Marielle says that, and if she's willing to risk all this, to pay for all this, it can't be anything good.
Yeah, there's something down there. They want so bad they're willing to manipulate the laws in such a way to give themselves a slave workforce. We got to get down there before they unearth whatever it is.
I guess in the meantime, we try to get some rest. You play with our young friend. You have your duet, maybe, and see what other support we can drum up for these people here.
It's a good idea.
I mean, music brought us into this mess, so maybe your music can get us out.
Oh, one can hope.
Did you guys finish your after dinner desserts, drinks? You all retire to your rooms. Silas, you take a few minutes to stop in with Killian as we focus on Silas knocking on the door, and Killian answer it, and big smile on his face. Hey, Silas, how are you? Come on in.
All right, I'm doing all right. Things are a little intense out there. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I had some bad dreams, but that doesn't, it's not something that's new. It happens from time to time. So what about, like, what exciting things have you guys done? Like, I know Akeem is like, the soldier in the family, but, I tell the stories just like you. I mean, how would you tell this story?
I mean, that's interesting, right? So maybe you could tell it like this. Maybe you could talk about how there's a group of people down here in this city who've just been trying to live their lives and be happy, and then a wicked despot comes in and takes over the city, uses the money to hire a mercenary force so large and so powerful that the people can't do anything, and maybe in a time of need, a group arises and arrives into the city to help make a little bit of a difference. Now, those people, they aren't gonna fix everybody's problems in the city, right? The people want to pull themselves out of that madness, and sometimes you just need people to help inspire or help light the match that leads to a wildfire. So that's basically what's happening. There's a match that needs to be lit, and we're here to see if we can help start that fire.
You guys are pretty brave.
Well, we just do what needs to be done.
I'm sure Grandma would appreciate it. She's been sick for a long time. She used to talk like that when she was younger. I mean, every time I go to see her, it's Killian, you have to study this, you have to study that, and aunties, and just every time I looked, I would be sent away for something, and I just want to be able to make a difference without having to be burdened with all this, princely things.
I understand.
I want to be more like you, like to be able to go around and tell my story and make my own way, and not have to worry about these people who clap for me or cheer for me or root for me because I'm, connected to the royal family. So, I mean, that's why, I told him my name's Kieran, and I come down and help Yazid, and, there's supposed to be some people here coming in the next couple of days who he knows that have been friends with Grandma, friends with him for a long time. And then they have money, and we're hoping to use some of that money to help dig us out of this. Because, I mean, besides Akeem tells me, besides the people already in the Royal Guard and everything looks great at Catalloy, everything's in tatters on the rest of the Empire. Like, it's folding in upon itself.
Right. Well, here's the thing, though. One of the things I realized growing up in kind of the armpit of a couple countries, seeing people from different places come in and all get mixed up together is sometimes you're born into responsibility, and sometimes your responsibility is to figure out where you're supposed to fit into things, right? Now, me and my companions, you could say we're kind of unstuck from the tapestry of things, right? The fate kind of winds itself all around and stuff, and sometimes there are people like our group that kind of plow our way through the threads of everything that's happening, and we kind of disrupt things for good and for ill. But you have to understand that there are some people like yourself that are born into a certain part of the tapestry, if you will, and that for people like me and my friends, we are in the ground floor, and we are on the ground level with people, right? And now you might have some responsibilities that will have you do that too, but at the end of the day, if there's not someone up at the top making sure everything's working, then everything falls apart, right? Like this city. Think about this city. You can come here and try and overthrow the people doing bad things here, right? That is one avenue to help the people here, right? But say you were back home in the seat of power. Now, if you had some soldiers that you can send here to try and help these people, that is also an avenue in which to help them. And that is something that you can do that nobody else can do, right? That is an avenue, a path of power, a way in which you can affect the world that other people could not. I can't just get a bunch of soldiers and tell them to go do something. No one's going to listen to me. But you could do that. And you got to remember that with that responsibility, you need to think on a grander scale than others. So it's important that you're here, that you're out in the world, and that you're seeing how other people are living and the things they are going through. Because it's important to understand what happens to the everyday man. But if your path leads to a place where you're on a high and you have the whole picture, and that's your responsibility, that's an important part of the puzzle. And don't think that because you can't be down here with us in the shit, just getting dirty, that your place, that your responsibility is any less important. In fact, it's more important. You may not have as much freedom as my friends and I understand that can be frustrating. But at the end of the day, your place in the puzzle, in the tapestry, is extremely important. And I hope you don't forget that. And that you don't look down on yourself because of who you were born into and who you are. Because it's a hell of a thing. It's an important thing. And you can do some amazingly good things that other people cannot. So please keep that in mind as we travel and as we do whatever we're doing out here in the world. Don't lose that perspective. Okay?
You just said a whole lot. Okay.
Yes, sorry. I tend to talk a lot. You know how it is, right? We're both musicians. You tend to just start talking.
Yeah, I just have to learn. I have to learn those stories better. But I know how to play. Do you want to play a little bit?
Yeah, let's play something. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, it usually does. You guys start having some play, and you're showing him some techniques, and not so. He's very well schooled, right? So he can play all the classics, but he can't improvise. So you go about your way, start to improvise, and half an hour later into the evening, notes start visually emanating from his lute. They float into the air a little bit, and then they dissipate. And he smiles like it's common to him, especially when you guys start getting into a groove and the music starts to flow and he starts to play well, almost like he's being impassioned with the sound the two of you are making together. And more notes float off his lute, and they float, and they slowly sink and flatten themselves and make their way out of the door, disappearing from view. You continue to play, and more notes float in the air, and they disappear, flatten themselves under the door, and disappear into view. And he's smiling. He's really enjoying the moment you guys are having together from a music standpoint. Is there anything you want to do, Silas?
Can I do some kind of check to see what the hell these floating notes are? Because I haven't seen that happen before, have I?
You have not. Make a performance check.
All right.
To identify what this performance might be.
Please roll good.
I'd say you have advantage.
Oh, well, that'd be 15 without advantage. Let me hit it one more time. 16.
I'd say music's been known to carry certain things and feelings on the wind, and they've been known to originate from certain places. And you've never seen a visual example of this until now.
So do I get the sense that it's leading to something, that's pointing in a direction, or maybe his intent?
Whatever the notes are, they look like they're skimming their way underneath the door jamb and leading somewhere.
I look over to him. I said, "Why don't you keep playing for a second? I can tell you're in a groove." And I set my lute down on the bed or table or desk or wherever we are. And I'll say, "You just keep playing. Just a moment. I'll open the door and see if I can see which direction the notes are going."
Okay, and you open the door and you see them slowly slinking their way across the entry hallway and down the steps back towards the common room.
And where's everyone else compared to this?
They're all in the rooms to the left and to the right of you.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door where Caliban is.
Okay.
Caliban.
Yep.
Hey, can you sit in with him? Make sure he's playing. He's doing something. I need to check and see I don't connecting with something out in the world, or if he's pointing towards something unconsciously. But I just need to see where these notes are headed.
You want me to watch him?
Yeah, basically. I apologize. I don't mean to give you a babysitting duty, but I just want to make sure he keeps playing.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
All right.
Caliban, you take in the room, and Killian smiles. Hey, Caliban, and he continues to play his lute a little bit. Nothing seems out of the ordinary for you, Caliban.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the door almost all the way so the notes keep coming through, and then I'm gonna knock on the door where Torin is, and I say, Torin, you need to come with me real quick. I can't explain it right now, but we just need to check on something.
How long has it been since we went to sleep?
Half hour, maybe?
Would I be deep in sleep, or would I be unrestfully sleeping?
That feels like a roll.
You probably wouldn't be asleep yet unless you absolutely go into your room and lay down in your armor and try to fall asleep.
Nah, it always takes me a while to fall asleep anyway, so
Yep.
I'd probably be in the process of taking off my armor.
Yep.
Oh shit. I can get Mariella if you're busy, Torin.
What do you need, Silas?
That there Killian, whatever the hell his name. You know I'm bad with names. I can see his music and it's leading somewhere, and I wanted to investigate, but I didn't want to go alone.
Does that normally happen with music?
No. I've heard.
Help me strap this back on real quick.
Yeah. I'll help. So really quickly, I help him put on his armor, and I'll just explain to him that like sometimes music connects to things, and sometimes there's intent, and sometimes just the magic. I mean, you've seen me do magic with my shit, so you understand. But I've never seen it visualized in this way, so I just want to see where it's going.
Right. Let's go.
Yep.
And as Silas leads you down the hallway, take a left down the stairs to go back towards the common room. Miller's there, sitting at a table off to the main desk. There's only a few people left here for the night. Silas, you see these notes inching their way across the floor out underneath the warehouse doors to the darkness. Torin, you don't see shit.
Well, shit.
We ain't found shit.
Yep. Okay, so here's the thing. I can still see them. They're going underneath their warehouse doors there, and I don't know where the hell they're going, so I don't think it's a good idea for us to go out in the middle of the night without everybody. What do you think?
Yeah. Honestly, Silas, I don't see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna, the warehouse doors, do they come up from the bottom, or do they just open like a normal door?
Double sliding doors, right? They slide as if a medium-sized warehouse door. So they're relatively large, but you know that there's should be guards posted out on the inside, and then this double set of warehouse doors that could slide open. Each time you've gone here, there hasn't been any obvious, what is the word I'm looking for? Signs of the guard. This area is relatively free of guards normally. It's just the warehouse, and it's near the docks area, and not a lot of people come through this area because nobody lives here, right?
I'm gonna try and do my best to crack open the door and peek through and see if I can see which direction the notes are going out into the night. I can see 120 feet in dark vision.
Yep. As you pull open the first pair of doors, the gentlemen who are the guards with their barrel chests and arms over their doors, they smile. What meant, Silas?
Well met. I'm just gonna take a look real quick. You keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job.
Okay, come on. And they move you into the darkened area. It's easier for you to see. They close the doors of the warehouse behind you and open up the exterior doors, and you poke your head out and you see the notes start to lift off the ground and disappear around to the corner to your right.
Well, shit. All right, Torin, I gotta tell you, the notes are going that way, and I'll point to the right and I'll say, and then they're going around the corner. So
I'll follow your lead, Music Man.
I just feel, I don't know, I feel weird about leaving. Do you think he'll be all right here by himself?
I mean, did you leave him alone?
I mean, Caliban's with him, but I don't know if you and I should leave just two of us.
I mean,
You
maybe
think I
just
should
see around the corner.
Oh, god damn it.
I honestly, it's dark. I can't see shit, but I trust you.
I point my finger in the direction of where Caliban is up in the building, and I say, Caliban, why don't you get Marielle or whatever, or maybe someone else we can trust to watch him, and then join Torin and I at the exit. I think we need to see where these notes are going. They're going outside and around the corner.
Caliban, you don't receive that message. You're more than 120 feet away.
120 feet away? Okay. I didn't know it was that far.
All good.
All right.
I'll look around and be like, Caliban's not here. How much did you drink at dinner?
Yeah, he's seeing notes. He's talking to people who aren't there.
Look, the normal amount. All right. I will walk back, repeatedly sending the message until he hears it.
Okay. Eventually, Caliban, you'll hear the message loud in your ears.
Okay. So
Stand in the room and
Marielle?
Killian's playing his lute.
So Marielle was in the room?
Not in the room. She's in her own room. And when you all went to take your evening's rest, you know which rooms everybody's in. She's in a room nearby.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door, wake her up, pass the message on.
All right, let's go. Are you sure they're not drunk, though?
Well, it is Silas.
You just get
All right.
another message that says, "I'm not drunk."
He says he's not drunk, but it is Silas.
All right, well, I don't want them there alone. You know, they disappear. Okay, all right, let's go follow them.
Are you getting somebody to watch Killian, or
Is there anybody around I can tell that? Who would I tell to watch Killian? I don't really know anyone here.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
I could
Marielle would
ask
know, though.
Yazid.
Yep, Yazid is retired for the night. So you do know Marielle. Miller stays up all night when Yazid's not here, and he's at the main group. But they always have two guards at the stairwell who look like regular people. So you could probably like whistle to them down the hallway to, hey, come here and keep an eye on this kid.
I will do that.
All right.
If anything happens to him, I will blame you both.
Understand, Marielle. You can trust us.
Of course. All right, Caliban, let's go.
Did Silas say where they were?
Nope. He said, come out.
I guess he meant outside.
Yeah, we only entered and exit through one way in this building, right? Through the warehouse doors.
Mhm.
Yep.
And Caliban has that strange look on his face, like, I guess we go outside. And as you approach the main warehouse doors, the two guards, bouncers, well met, your friends are around the corner. And they slowly pull the doors open for you and then close them behind you before they open the exterior doors of the warehouse. You pull the doors open and you see both Silas and Torin standing there, and Silas is kind of pointing towards the ground and then up around, pointing again towards the end of this block area.
I raise my hand to them. I know you don't see it, but look, they found us. Let's just look at it. Just trust me on this, all right? The kid, he's tapping into something weird, and I just want to see where it leads. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good. I don't know. But this is a weird kind of magic. I've never seen nothing like this before.
All right.
Hello, you two. You ready to probably get jumped at some point in the next hour?
I'm always ready.
Marielle, are you young or old right now?
I'm young right now.
All right then. Well, come on, miss. Let's go see where these notes lead.
All right.
That'd be a weird question out of context.
Yeah, well, I mean, she changes back and forth, right? So it was worth it. Worth asking.
And as you make your way to the north, the notes continue to raise off the ground to where when you turn the corner, they're 8 to 10 feet off the ground. And you turn the corner and there's a little gap between the next warehouse. Well, it's a larger gap, at least for two carts to come through. And the notes continue to accelerate into the air. And in the distance, you see the Tor with the dark tower and the moon sitting behind it. And these lights, or these notes, continue to move towards the Tor, gaining momentum as they go. Silas, you're the only one that can see this, but a couple minutes later, you see little flashes of light glint as each note connects with this dark tower. The rest of the party can see the flashings of lights, and it just pop, 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 pop. In the middle of the night, the echo of the notes almost seemingly visually bounce from this tower to encompass the city.
Well, now, you may not be able to see the notes, but I imagine those flashes are visible.
Yeah.
I can see them.
Yeah,
Saying it's
so,
connected.
well, I mean, they're coming from our friend, And they've come all this way, and now they're going upward at an angle towards that tower. And as they're hitting the tower, they're making those flashes. So I imagine whatever he's tapping into, his magic, whatever you want to call it, is interacting with the tower. But at least we now know where it's going.
Is it towards a specific room area of the tower?
You really can't tell. The tower's far into the city, and it's on top of a 300-foot tor, 400-foot tor. Or you just see it barely in the distance, almost as if you can see a firecracker popping from, 100 yards away. You can just see it barely. Silas, you see the when it pops, the sound wave of the note extends across the city to form some kind of dome.
Yeah, that is definitely something.
Do you think it's good or bad?
Well, given the dreams that we all had, different things, mine seems to be connected with that boy back there, and his connection to fate and the things that are happening. So I think it's either his destiny being manifested, or maybe he's kind of just a lightning rod connecting to something. But I think that should be our goal once we are ready. I think that's just telling us where we need to be, because something's in there is reacting.
My concern is, do you think anyone else might have noticed this connection?
Well, that is a good point. I thought maybe it might be my connection to him in the prophecy or dream or whatever the hell you want to call it, but that is a good point. I mean, we can all see the flashes, so other people can see what's going on. So let's maybe get back.
What prophecy? What dream?
Oh, well, I mean, on the way back, I guess I'll tell y'all.
You guys turn on your heel, make your way back to the warehouse. The guards let you through without issue. You make your way back up towards your rooms, and Killian's there continuing to play, and guards are standing outside his door just listening to it, enjoying the music. What would you want to do?
I would probably tell them the story of the dream I had and get into detail of it and how I thought it might have been about me and my connection to this new king that I had met, but now seeing this kid and his connection to things and how he's reacting to stuff that maybe it's more has to do with him than myself. I was going to read some of it, but it's not in my journal entries. I think it didn't get carried over. Yeah, just talk about that and then say, all right. I'll apologize to everyone and say, please go back to bed. Thank you for traveling with me through the city. I know it's not terribly safe. And then I'll sit down across from Kieran after everything calms down, unless other people have questions. Yeah, so it's a big one. I'll talk about dark shadow over a darker city, and as we're talking, I'll motion towards the city, talking about an ancient elven civilization, rain, and melodies, about how all my dream had to do with music, and a gray tower upon a blackened tor beckons you, and I point towards the literal tower on a tor that's in our distance, and talk about fiends and darkness and a labyrinth below, a perfect glossy black door, and a crack that splits down the center of the portal. And then I'll just go into more detail about thunderclouds and dark and giant kings and a female voice, a beast of bones, and light upon my shoulder, a desert lily, and I'll look over at Torin. And my cousins moving upon the prime of air, and talk about the Fae and visions of drawn shadow and equinox of royalty. And I look at Torin, and then I motion back towards where we're walking. Royalty, draw my attention nearly as strong. There's a lot in the dream. I won't continue going through all of it, but it made me think about the Book of Shadows and the Scroll Bearer, which I remember our friend Fitty did. Didn't somebody call him that?
Yep.
There's all these connections between you guys and my dreams, and then when I started playing music with that kid and the magic started responding. I don't know. It talked about, let me just end it with this last one, right? It says, find the solitary pebble that glitters and glows among the darkness of humanity, right? I didn't know who that pebble was, but I've been trying to figure it out. And at this point, it might be that kid.
You've had this dream often, or?
Twice now. Twice. Same voice, same images. Vibrant. Not, like a normal dream, you wake up and it's fleeting. It disappears the longer you're awake. This stays with you.
I know the feeling.
So that should be available in everybody's journal if you want to pop it open and read it at your leisure.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff to it. I have an audio cue if you want to listen to it, but I've played it a few times already on stream.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. I'm not gonna lie, Torin. I had this dream pretty soon after I met with y'all, and it's one of the reasons why I stuck with you. So I guess I'm here now and figuring out what it all means.
I'm probably the last person that can tell you to not follow what you've been shown in your dream. So
Yeah, no joke, my liege.
if you think this is important, and if you think Kieran is your solitary pebble, then we're here to help you follow this through.
Thank you. I mean, that is the goal, right? I'm not gonna leave the group to figure this out, but at the least we can keep that kid safe and see where this leads. We're gonna be going there anyway, right? I assume we gotta go take out what's her face and her little army of mercenaries and
Right.
release these people. So we're gonna be going to that tower anyway.
In my experience, you don't hit a target like that suddenly. You chip away,
Right.
you weaken it until it's ripe to take.
Yeah, there's some kind of magic going on, right? Because those notes of magic were hitting the side of the tower and flashes as a response. There's got to be something more to that tower. So at least maybe this will act as a warning for us. We know that we can't just attack it directly, as you said.
We'll probably have to find a way to weaken her hired hand first, these shadow eyes.
Well, let's rest up. Maybe we can go out tomorrow and take out some more of them, right? At the very least, we just thin their ranks.
We'll see what Yazid has to offer. There's a bit about Yazid, I don't know. Remind me a bit of you, Silas.
How so?
Not quite sure. I can't place it, but maybe it was a gesture, the way he talked. I'm not sure.
I'll pay a little bit more attention next time. See what you mean.
Sweet dreams, Silas. Sweet dreams.
And as you guys head back to the warehouse, back to your rooms, you get back and while you're having this conversation, apparently Killian is exhausted from whatever has just transpired. And you make your way to your rooms. The two guards standing outside shrug to you. You just passed out. Not quite sure what happened, but seems to be resting, not fitfully, but well, I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, I'll be at the stairs. Good eve.
Thank you.
You make your way back to your room.
Take it away.
And if there aren't any more pieces of conversation you'd like to have, you take a long rest through the night and wake up to the urgency of knocks on your door.
Am I up already, or am I sleeping in?
You are up already.
All right.
Just enough to have a long rest.
Well, I will don my armor and doff my shield, or don, not doff. Doff is removed. And I sleep with my shield as my pillow.
Mhm.
And I will answer the door.
One of the guards is standing there stands at the stairs that you see during the day. Please come, it's quick. Get your friends, quickly.
All right. At 6-second increments, I will send messages to all my companions from my room as I grab my things. And
I already heard the knocking, and I'm already coming out my door with the shield on.
let's go.
Yeah, I eventually rouse and go.
Okay. The knocking persists until you answer the door. So imagine you disgruntled and annoyed at the continuous knocking at your door. You think it's fiddle, but you
I throw some things at the door first.
poke your head out finally, and the guards, please come this way. Come this way, quickly. We must go, quickly. Make your way down to the common room, and Yazid is there waiting for you all to gather your group together. Are you guys going to take your time, or are you going to move quickly?
Move quickly. I'll
Yeah.
be moving quickly.
Yeah,
Okay.
all my stuff is put together in such a way where I can just grab up my pack and go.
Yep.
So I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, quickly. Sure.
All right. You make your way down, and Yazid's there, and he says, he looks to you, Mariel, with concern in his face. I need to warn you. I've just received word that the Lord Steward Snake has ordered a door-to-door search of every habitation and warehouse in the city. During the conversation, lookouts barge into the room. You know them to be lookouts, Mariel. The Shadow Eyes are close by, and we'll arrive to search the gambling den in just a few moments. And Yazid just moves, gesturing quickly for you to follow him into the kitchen.
I follow.
Or reluctantly flees with him.
I follow.
Yeah.
He leads you into the kitchen, and he pulls a rug that's on the ground. It reveals a trapdoor leading down into darkness. It leads to the maze of sewers beneath the city. Hide yourself and make your way out another passage. Meet back here in the morning. And he pulls open the trapdoor.
Hang on, what about you?
What about the boy? What about Kieran?
Yeah.
We'll be fine. I'll be able to take care of him. He's my boy helping here in the warehouse. Just give us a few minutes. You know how it works, Marielle. We get this turned around quickly. They won't know the difference.
All right.
And all the while you were having this conversation with him, and they're turning over tables and covering them with crates, removing some of the tables and crates. The bar quickly turns into a set of crates stacked upon each other. From somewhere, somebody's procured a large cart that sits in the middle of the entryway of this perceived warehouse.
All right. I give him a quick hug and then say, "Stay safe, brother," in Elvish.
He nods. Very well. Stay safe.
I'll see you soon.
Of course. And Silas, in his excitement, his accent is really familiar.
Oh. Do I sense there's like a Catalonian or like twang in his accent coming through?
Yes, there's definitely a twang as he gets excited.
All right, then I'll say something in our language and say thank you for your help, but I'll say it in Catalonian.
Of course. Keep yourself safe. Talk soon.
All right.
And you head down into the darkness of the sewers. The pungent smell of whatever runs through the bottom of the city blasts you as you make your way through the portal. You find yourself in this slow-moving, meandering mush of maze below the city. What would you like to do?
Silas just takes the next hour to just cast prestidigitation to clean the sewer. No, I'm just kidding. 1 cubic foot at a time. No,
Thorn will take out a torch.
Well, you got a sword that lights up. Why
That's
don't
true.
you just have that
Yeah,
in hand?
I forgot we're not on the street, so yeah, I'll take out the sword and light the sword.
Yeah, because at least you'll have it in hand if something comes up. You can just hit them with it. Well, which way do we go?
You're in a room that's approximately 30 by 30. A 15-foot hallway leads to the north of you and to the east of you. You can see the ripple of water in the distance as the light of the sword radiates out.
Would I know where to go? Where to lead them to safety?
I would say yes, you would.
All right. Could I lead them to safety?
At least a way that leads a further away from the warehouse district and deeper into the city to an area in an alley that would pop up in probably the slums, the area that your tavern is in.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would lead them there. And then while we're walking, can I look back and try and remember if we've had any leads to the Shadow of Eyes, as to, where their camp is? Has anyone fought them and actually hit them?
You've had several strike teams go out and try to battle against the Shadow Eyes. This is the first time you've seen a shadow mage of the Shadow Hounds. One of yours was a group between 3 and 6 people, and your direct command had thought it would be a good idea to ambush a captain of the Shadow Eyes company, and all 6 were laid to rest a few days afterwards. And the captain is still a part of the company here.
Is there like a part of the city where they're stationed, or are they just kind of all over?
They're all over the place. There's an exception where several captains are stationed at the front of the entrance where you go to meander your way around the tour up to the Dark Tower.
Kind of blocking off that area. All right. Well, all right, Torn, how are we going to weaken their hold on the city? I am not one for espionage or warfare. I'm just a bounty hunter.
Espionage, but look, in my days of banditry with the jagged claws. If we wanted to strike at a more fortified target, we would try to spread them out first. If we knew that there was a particular strong group at one point, we would try to force them apart, pick them off one by one.
Silas will snap his fingers and then point at Marielle and say, "Do you know of any patrols where the captains come out of that little stronghold on the way up to the tour? Maybe we can catch them out. You know, I apologize for your companions that were laid to rest, but I think if we ambush them, I think we might be able to take at least one of them out."
Yes, there's a certain time in the day where they start rotating. The first group of people that were standing guard, we have, I don't know, 15 or 30 minutes to do something, or just right in between the tower and just right on the outskirts of it. There's this one spot. I can show it to you.
Y'all up for ambushing?
Now? I mean, they're on a citywide search right now, I think.
Right. It means they're spread out, right?
Mhm.
If they're searching the whole city, they're doing it in groups and they're all spread out. Unless they're all together searching like in a wave across the city, and then we can just attack the captain when the wave is not where he's going to be. It means their forces are elsewhere. Worst case scenario, we get overrun. So we just make sure we're not where the search is.
Could be, or we could end up being pincered between this captain and his group and a search party as well. Plus, I'm not sure if I want to. Guy is still out there as well.
Right.
We could watch them for a little bit, follow their movements, and maybe, hopefully, if we find an opening, we could use it. Just study them.
Kelvin,
I thought I studied them that one time, and when we started attacking them, we lost. So there's much more to learn.
I know you can fly. Can you turn invisible, or is it just flying?
Nope, not invisible.
Shit. Because if one of us could get up above and get an eye above the city, see where the search parties are and where they're at in relation to one of these captains during their movement, then we know for certain we'd be able to attack them without reinforcements.
If we could just get one captain.
Make a difference.
Yeah.
Would. Where are
You
you
have any
leading
idea
us?
where they're at?
I'm leading you to
Yeah,
the
I mean,
slums right now.
Generally speaking, do we know where the captains are or where they might be?
Yeah, they're stationed at a location before you go into the tour, like on the way up to the tower. They're all stationed there, so there's multiple of them. But we were looking to get one when they were by themselves during a rotation. But yeah, we know where they all are, where they're stationed.
And if I were to see one, how would I identify them?
It was told that they were full plate armor, different from the armors worn by the normal guard and or their sergeants. Not to mention they're probably between 6.5 and 7 foot tall.
Oh, well, that certainly helps. Well, I can't be invisible, but I can be inconspicuous. I mean, I could become a bird and fly around and scout things.
All right.
So, quick point of order. Are you guys moving through the sewers to a separate area?
Yeah, I imagine Maria was leading us to where she knew would be safer.
You make your way down in the sewers. You're twisting and turning left and right as the sludge flows, much less than probably it had been had the city been fully populated, but some magical current keeps the smell from irradiating this underground thoroughfare. The drips of the sewers sound around you as the liquid drops echo down each hallway. Marielle, go ahead and control the observer token where you want to go. You landed in the water. You got covered in poop.
Gross.
What's this thing in the middle?
This thing is just walls, right?
Okay.
The walls on the sewer. I'll stop you right there and tell you what you hear, or least see.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
As you make your way around the corner,
No, you were describing what we see in here, which is nothing.
yep, pretty much, and pick up, and this creature apparates ahead of you on this small 5-foot walkway. Its frail form, thin, muscle sinuous, dark cowl pulled over their shoulders. You can barely see their brow, their black pupils staring back at you in the firelight of your sword. A hiss and the narrowing of these eyes as one of them pulls back, the cowl revealing a scarred and darkened skull. Bald, narrows its eyes towards you, Marielle, and looks at you. You always were on the wrong side of things, cousin. Well, I guess we can just end it here, fellas. Nobody will find them down here. And we'll roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Cousin? Fellas? What?
How dare you, cousin?
Cousin.
Oh my god, my rolls tonight are awful.
Having trouble pulling up the initiative thing. There we go. Not as bad as mine.
Oh, I weep for you all.
The only reason I got an 11 is because I was rolling with advantage.
Cry me a freaking river.
Hey man, I have video
Oh, the
proof
fellas.
of how good it is with real dice.
Yep, sure enough.
Be an interesting fight.
Yeah, as these darkened figures with their rapiers. All right, let's begin. As the Shatter Kai act first. Okay, what do they do?
Shatter Kai.
Yeah. Fucking shadows.
This one moves.
Oh shit, that's what they are.
What he does.
They jumping.
The next one will go. He moves.
Oh, and he dies. Bummer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
He's-
that's
yeah,
cool.
He's
Sorry,
dead.
he's
Oh
got
my
the dead
god.
icon.
He's dead. You see them move with almost feral grace as their bodies merge with the shadows in and out, flicking back and forth as they are stuck in this radiating light of both the moonlight greatsword and the fireforged longsword. But then they disappear and then reappear across the channel.
They're so fast that they're not even on the combat tracker. Oh, dang.
Damn. A catty one.
Yeah, a catty one. He is going to, or it is going to, they are going to. You see him quickly sheath his rapier and pull the longbow that's strung across their back and take aim, and will make an attack against Marielle with a -2 penalty because it's not a -2 penalty because they can shoot through any cover because they have sharpshooter.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. They're going to, this one is going to attack you with 2 longbow attacks.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
You take 13 piercing damage.
With a rapier?
And
Sorry, it was a rapier. It's a longbow. I don't have a. And 7 cold damage.
so 21.
20. 13 plus 7.
I'm sorry,
20.
20.
20. That's his first attack. He's going to attack you a second time with his longbow, even though it says rapier. Same damage type. And that's a natural 1. They've all
Perfect.
gone.
There we go.
Marielle, it is your turn as these shadowy figures. Watch out for the political one behind Silas. And they disappear and apparate
Wow.
in your areas,
They disappear and apparate in norm. Okay.
Yep. in your immediate area. That's funny. All right, Marielle, it is your turn.
All right.
I would yell, move back. Move back behind us.
Do you want to reply to him, Silas?
There's one here.
I know, but there's 3 ahead of us.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I'll take 2 attacks with my greatsword. Who is
Okay.
this? Cousin. All right, first attack would be a 22.
A 22 is going to hit, but you see the shadows envelop it, and it does shadow step,
Wow,
and it moves
cheater.
30 feet away from you.
Nope.
Huh.
Nope. Stopped in the poop. Sorry.
Stop and poop.
That's half of your movement, cousin. Okay. Yeah, I'll take my move. Oh, how dare you? Okay, I'll take my movement and then just, even though he's gonna do the same thing, I'll take my action with this guy and hit him with my greatsword.
All right.
That would be, oh lordy, 13 a hit.
13 misses as it dodges
Okay.
your attack.
All right.
And I'll say,
Okay.
move back.
Okay, and then hearing Torin, I will next to you.
Yeah, because I can't reach them if you're in front. If you're in front of me, if you're like, I can move through you, but I
Okay.
can't.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
got it. Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
Silas, it is your go.
Didn't take that attack of opportunity. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna cast slow. I would have been able to get all of them before, I think. Which 3 do I want to get? So I open up a little jar of molasses, pour out a drop, and then cast slow. I need a wisdom saving throw, 17, from these 3 individuals.
All right. I'm going to say the guys who can't see you, which were these 3, won't be able to take a reaction because they can't see you casting the spell. So I'm going to make a perception check plus a save. Oh, his perception's amazing. That is an 17, excuse me. Your DC?
DC for the wisdom save?
Yes.
17.
Okay. So he can't so I'm using it as a DC against his perception to know, okay, I'm going to be able to use a reaction and teleport away, but I'm not going to be able to. So I will make my wisdom save here. Left to right, top to bottom.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Yep.
He's slowed?
Slowed, yeah.
All right. And these other 2, wisdom save?
Good. We got the political shit. We got the political one. That he's the shady
Exactly.
15.
Fail.
And the last one here,
one. Oh,
19.
Oh, wow. That's a pass. So 2 of them out of the 4 are slowed.
All right. Bonus action movement.
Bonus action. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I played this.
Mm-hmm.
been a while.
Exactly. The one behind me, I'm just gonna look at him, and is he like all shadow? Is he moving, or is he just standing there looking at me?
He was moving pretty dexterously, but now that you slowed him, it doesn't look like he can gain enough ribbons of his shadow to coalesce around him, and he probably can't jump anywhere.
Yeah. In Cataloyan, I tell him that his blood will be next, and I use Hexblade Curse.
He hisses in Elvish, which eerily close to Cataloyan.
Yep. So that's on him. That's the guy directly in front of me.
Hexed him?
Hexblade Curse, yeah.
Gotcha.
And that is my turn.
All right.
I've got my shield donned, but my sword is not out.
Understand.
Yep.
All right. I stride forward and with my flaming long sword,
You see it shrink away from your longsword.
that's right. And I will swing at him.
All right. A 26
That
is going to
26
hit.
to hit.
I can't take a reaction because I'm slowed.
Yep, that's 8 points of slashing damage with 6 fire. Is it
Wow.
rolling? Have I really been rolling 6s every time for the fire?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Damn.
Crazy.
You're on fire. they also have a -2 to AC because they're slowed. So that guy's easier to hit.
Yep. Yeah, that hits. 14 damage.
Yeah. So 8 slashing and 6 fire.
All right. Second attack.
Second attack.
21 will hit.
21 to hit. I'm gonna pump a first level smite into this guy.
Okay. It's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Ooh.
Yes, pump it.
And he's not a fey fiend or no. Sorry, he's not a fiend or undead, right?
Correct. But he is vulnerable to radiant.
All right. So I'll do the radiant
that
damage
means-
first.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
30.
30 radiant plus the regular damage of
Ooh.
10 slashing and 4 fire.
Damn.
In 2 slashes, you go left to right across this creature, and it tries to bring in the shadows around him, but can't do it due to Silas's spell. And it takes the full brunt of your attack.
He's still up?
It's still up. Near death.
All right. Then I'm going to bonus action shove.
Yep. You shove him into the muck.
No. I'm gonna try to make him go prone.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I'll see. I'll decide after I shove him.
Okay.
So that's 19. Oh wait, does it just happen? No, right? It's contested.
It's contested athletics.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
I am going to shove him 5 feet into the muck to get
Okay.
at the other one, and be like, "Someone take care of him." And
That's
then
really funny.
and then using the rest of my movement, stride forward.
All right.
Oh, he's so valiant.
And that's my turn.
Caliban.
Using my flying boots.
Oh my goodness.
I will float out over the muck.
Yep.
And then I will call forth my wildfire spirit there.
Into the fire. Let me find your fire spirit.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry, Caliban. It says you're negative 2 feet. That means you're in the muck.
Whoa, gross.
There it is.
Gross.
Whoa, it's flaming.
And so that guy has to make a dex save.
Nice.
Dexterity saving throw. 24.
Oof.
Yeah, he makes
Ooh,
that.
damn.
He suddenly got dexterous.
They're strong and they're dexy.
And bonus action, the fire spirit will throw a flame seed at him. So, oh yeah.
That's a
Natural
natural
20.
20.
Oh,
Let's
dang.
go.
So it's total of 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of damage. You see this creature coalesce the shadows around them, but Torin's sword is blasting through the area, and unlike the one that had moved previously, it can't move out of Torin's range, and it takes 9 points of fire damage.
So the one that fell into the muck, did it just disappear into the muck?
Can't see it.
Wild. Gross.
He's hiding in the muck.
Yep, like Rambo of the poop.
Gross.
Top of the round. This guy doesn't like you there, Torin.
What's he gonna do about it?
Shove you back. You guys are just shoving
Wow.
each other.
He's going to disengage his body now away from Torin. Will.
But isn't he next to the wildfire spirit? Isn't
Yep.
that fire?
Nope.
Okay.
It's not it.
All right. Interesting. Maybe it's just me.
And it pulls out his longbow, similar to the others. So he took his reaction to.
Oh, what a dick.
And will take aim at you, Torin, and make 2 attacks. He
Did he disengage? as a bonus
disengaged.
action?
Yes, disengaged. It wasn't a bonus action. It was just his action.
Well, if it was his action, then he can't attack.
Yep. Except for if he has an appropriate ability that lets him do it.
Wow.
So he'll use his Dark Frenzy and make 1 attack on top of his action, gaining advantage on the attack. I wish I would fix this, but it's not a rapier. It's a bow that he has advantage on. What if I can fix that
22
real
will
quick?
hit, so
26.
26 hits, yep.
That is 10 piercing plus 4 cold.
15, all right.
Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Oh, no, I can't. And that's his turn. The one next to you is hexed and slowed.
Slow.
Well, shit. Slow? Did you say slow?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I saw that reaction to an attack jump thing, and I was like, I gotta
Yep.
take that
You're
away.
like, nope. He's going to move forward and take one rapier attack at you
Cool.
because he hopes that he can hit you. That is a 18 to hit.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't hit.
All right. He will use his Dark Frenzy to make a second attack as part of his action, or as part of his action, he makes a second attack with his Dark Frenzy with his rapier. And that misses too. All right. That's his go. Let me mark him in some way, shape, or form. Mark it with a heroism token so I know. The one across the way who had shot first will shoot again at Torin. He is not slowed, and he has his reaction back. First attack with his longbow. So 26.
Hits.
11 piercing plus 5 cold.
So 16.
Yep.
All right.
Second attack. That's a 10. He will use his Dark Frenzy to make a second attack with advantage, or third attack with advantage. Here we go.
Oh no.
It's at advantage.
It's an
Unfortunately.
advantage. Yep.
One more roll.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Damn.
Oh shit.
That's double natural wounds.
Damn.
I just give him such a menacing look that the arrow like drops out of his bow.
It's true.
You're so edgy.
It's true. The one in poop is going to try to move away, but you get an attack of opportunity, Torn, to
Yeah.
throw your sword into the poop.
Yeah. Torin doesn't care.
Don't throw your sword in the poop.
Nice.
26 hits. Damn.
Excuse me. That's 14 slashing plus 5 fire.
You see the creature shadows ripple and roil in the dirty water, and you're able to mix them in with the muck that is now kicked to your sword. But that's their turn. Marielle.
Okay, I can't do much long range, so I'm going to use my movement to get behind the political
Ooh.
him. No?
You can't go through an enemy square.
Yep.
Sorry.
No worries. Could I do the Torrent special and stand on? No.
Unfortunately, I'm
shove him
not
with my
prone.
shield. Okay. Never mind. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here.
You could dash, though, and use an action surge.
No, I was
Oh, you can't move
thinking about
through
that
him. That's
too.
right. Can't move through him. So
Well, you could move through Torn. You could move through Torn and then the Fire Spirit because that's an ally, and get in the melee down that bridge.
No, I was thinking that it's just hello. Okay. I'm using everything to get to this guy right here.
Well, they called you cousin. How dare they?
Boop. Okay, so taking the dash action. So this is 80 feet. So 60, 20. Yeah, that's everything.
are you going
That's
to
all for my
action surge?
turn. I did action surge, but since I didn't attack for that action surge, I don't get my second attack. I used the movement for it.
50. Your movement is 30, right?
Yeah. 75, 80.
Yeah. So action surge to run up next to him. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bummer.
That's the end of my turn.
Well, Torin's next, so Silas is gonna, as he just calmly walks away from this slowed a-hole next to him.
Yep. All their
Yep.
good stuff is on reactions.
He just walks around to the corner. He says, Torin, clearly they're afraid of you as they should be. You just get up in their grill and do what you need to do, my liege. You get a inspiration.
All right.
D8 to use as you will. And with my action, I will Eldritch Blast this slowed, cursed son of a bitch.
Eldritch Blast.
First one. Eldritch Blast.
A 13 will miss. 15 will miss.
It's a 16, and his AC is 2 down. Because
It hits.
there you go. So that is 13 damage because he is cursed.
Nice.
Eldritch Blast. And I'm rolling so great tonight. I imagine that misses.
15. Yeah, that misses by 1.
Man. I wish I could roll better. That's my turn.
Torin.
All right. Let's see. Should I just get rid of this one and then turn around and...
This one is slowed and
Get him in the poop.
and weak, and I don't know. Yeah, like we can take on this one, and then they can take on those two, and you know.
Yeah. Take out the weakest ones first, and I will attack him.
All right. A 15 will hit with his slowed ass.
All right. So that is... And I'm going to pump a smite into him as well. So that's 8 slashing
Max
and 6
again.
fire. Yep.
Minus 14. All right. So
then-
double your dice on the smite. Well, roll 4 dice instead of 2.
Okay, I'll roll another 2 then.
Nice.
Oh damn!
Wow. Okay.
So that was my first attack. Second attack,
Yeah, that'll hit.
18. For 9 slashing and 6 fire.
Wow.
Okay.
And
like
yeah,
clockwork.
I'll pump another first level divine smite into him.
Okay.
Ooh. Nice.
It's exactly doubled. It was low as hell, but they were exactly doubled of each other. That's another
pretty
10.
funny.
10 radiant.
It's still alive.
And then I will bonus action shove.
Shove him away. Or shove him prone.
Shove him prone. Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Not this time.
I slowed him for you and everything.
I know. You know what? I had to move through you, and by doing that, like, my dice got affected.
Yeah. Yep. This
Yep.
is true.
That's my turn.
Caliban's turn.
Okay. Guess I will cast a Scorching Ray at 3rd level at that guy.
Which guy are you shooting? This guy here?
There.
Good. All right.
So first attack.
I don't like when he says good.
Take it a 20 hits.
A 20 will hit, but he's going to use his reaction to move out of the occupied space as your ray fires off and blasts against the sewer arms. You quickly turn your gaze because Torn's light is OP, and you see him apparate here. So you can take your next 2 attacks at him.
This is 3rd level, so there's 3 more attacks.
Like I said,
Oh,
you
dang.
take your 3 attacks at him. 14 misses.
Damn.
Oof.
Natural 1 misses.
But that makes up for it.
Yeah, that's going to hit. He has no reaction to
Nice.
teleport anywhere.
And I will use my enhanced bond to throw 1 more d8 in on top of that.
So that's
Let's
2d8 then, right?
go.
Is it the crit?
It's a crit. Yeah, it gets another D8. 21 plus. Wow.
Nice.
21,
Let's
28.
go.
Yep, that's a miss.
That's all the damage I can do.
All right, the catty shatter guy. Seeing Mariel there with her moonbeam sword, not glowing quite as bright as Torin. Hasn't used their thing, so they're going to make 2 rapier attacks against you, Mariel.
Okay.
It's a natural 1.
Perfect. I'm gonna spend a superiority die to do a riposte.
Okay.
All right, that would be a.
Is that another natural one?
Me? No, 24 to
24
hit.
will hit.
Oh, for Rick? Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Yep.
What's
That'll hit him.
so far now?
Hit it.
Oh,
Hit them.
sorry, not that. Please ignore that. Damage would be 13 plus a D8.
So that's
Second, will I roll? Oh, sorry, a D10.
Plus the radiant does double damage.
9.
So plus 10,
Nice.
Jeez.
Wow.
9, 8, 17, 27, including the double of the radiant.
Mm-hmm.
That's just on the repose. Oh my god.
Okay. It slashes again, moving away from your moon blade as it bursts into light from a radiant standpoint. The light of full moon glowing around you, and your auburn hairs hovering about your shoulders as you swing left and right. It misses its second stabbing attempt at you, but it will use cloak. It will use shadow touch. Excuse me. It'll use dark frenzy to attempt to take 1 additional action on top of your regular actions, getting an advantage. So it'll
Okay.
make an advantage attack against you. 26.
Hits. 15. Got it.
And you take 8.
The 15.
15 total.
Wow, that's funny that it worked out to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it cannot do this until, well, I'm borrowing somebody's Shatter Kai on D&D Beyond. Thank you for letting me use it. Format it so I can use it correctly. That's his go. He's not going to move away. Can't teleport away. That guy's dead.
Political one gets to go.
Yeah. The one in melee with Torrent?
Ah, yes. Well, Torin, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Roll me a D6, please.
He's slowed though, right?
Yep.
So that's his action. Yep. 1.
I was hoping you wouldn't roll a 1.
I've been rolling a lot of 1s when you've been asking for those D6s tonight.
Yep. The Shallow Shatter Kai will regain some hit points. And it's got his bow out. It is going to attempt to shoot you. Well, Randy, roll me a D6 as well. So I'm going to move off of Torin. Still doesn't recharge, but it'll take 2 bow attacks against you there, Caliban. Bro, I can't roll for nothing. I feel like Pathfinder game. That's
Yeah, Caliban slightly drifts to the left or the right, and the arrow goes by him. You know.
And then Silas is like, hey, hey, watch it.
that's their turn. Man, Marielle.
Okay, I am going to hit him with my greatsword. Pop. It's a 17 hit.
He's going to use his reaction
Okay.
to shadow step,
Of course.
and his form disappears in the shadow and then apparates 30 feet away from you.
Okay. I say, joke's on you, buddy. I could still run that far. And then I move 30 feet next to him and take my next attack.
Yep.
That would be a
14
to
misses.
hit. All right. And then that's my turn.
Wait, did that other guy bounce? The one shooting the bow?
I can still see him, just barely.
Okay.
Maybe.
Silas goes, yeah, he's still there. He's right over there.
Yeah, Silas can see like all the way down the darkened tunnels, and it's like, yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, my pact allows me to see through all kinds of darkness.
All right.
All right.
Kill this one, would you, Silas?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. He has a 2 cover because Torin's standing there in the way. But he has a -2.
He's got the -2 to slow, so.
Yep.
I don't like that. Misty Step. I Misty Step over there.
All right.
Oh, great. Now how are we going to get to you?
They're just spell slots. All right. Now Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Did the first one show up?
Nope.
All right, now I do it.
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
It would sound like that if I was speaking in giant.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
24 to hit for 18 damage.
He drops
Nice.
lifeless into shadow as the ribbons of shadow coalesce around this
Can you get the other guy
dirty thing.
with your second Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, I can change targets. Let's get the one in melee with Mariel.
That's true.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch. Nice.
24 again for 13 points of damage. Oh, I got 9 HP for that last motherfucker who died, but
Yep.
I'm already full health. All right, that is my action. With my bonus action, I'm going to say,
You Misty Stepped.
yeah, that is true. I will take 1 step to the south for my movement just because
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing where I'm going. That is my turn.
Torin.
Well, seeing as how everyone's on the other side of this damn channel, bonus action, activate the Boots of Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he gonna jump.
Oh, vroom, vroom.
No, I'm not going to jump. I don't have the Boots of Speed.
Oh, okay.
I have the Boost of Speed now, which doubles my walking speed to 60.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go
What's your strength at?
60. My strength is a 20.
You could jump 20 feet. Fortunately, it's 25 feet from edge to edge. That's a bummer.
But so that's 60, and then I'm going to action dash.
Mm-hmm. Another 60
And that's my turn.
as you jump into the muck.
He's in the muck.
What? Oh, I'm not. I'm right behind.
Oh. You were in the muck.
That was weird. All right, that's my turn.
Caliban. My man, Caliban. What do you want to do?
I will move there. Let me check something. And I will attempt to cast Thorn Whip on this guy.
Ooh.
Nice.
And he's pulled 10 feet towards me.
Let me see if I can do anything. Doesn't look like it.
Nice.
8 damage, you say?
Yep.
All right.
He doesn't disappear in the muck.
I mean, it drops into the water as you pull him towards you, but it's like, right, you're pulling him off his ledge. He'll drop at the beginning of his turn. But
Okay, and then
yep.
he's still visible though?
Yes.
Okay, so bonus action, Flame Seed.
Let's go.
Bro.
Damn.
Let's go, Caliban.
You're the man, Caliban.
It's injured.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right.
I'm holding my flaming longsword right above Marielle's head. Like,
Yep. I think it's going to actually, Marielle, roll me a d6.
D6, okay. 2.
All right. It's going to disengage and then move away 40 feet. That's its turn. That's their turn. The thing drops into the water, disappears from view in the bubbling black muck of these sewers. Roll me a d6, Caliban. Okay. Marielle, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to use my movement to follow him.
We want to try to capture one.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, wait, where was I?
You're right in front of me.
Okay, this one, 30's here. Oh boy. Okay.
Total of 20. So you got
30.
10 more? Yep.
Yeah, so right
30.
here. Oh, why are you so far, sir? I'm going to take my action to dash.
No.
And make space for Orin if he decides to follow.
Can't move through the hostile.
Dagnabbit. Okay.
You can just end your
You can just
turn.
end your turn. You don't have to dash.
Yeah,
You could dodge.
okay. Yeah, I'll take a dodge action. Oh wait, no, I'll take a dodge action.
You were one back, yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. Silas just calmly walks on over to right here, give himself a little bit of angle. Oh, he goes, oh, whoops. Now Caliban's in the way. And he takes a step back to the south. And that's his full movement. But now he's got a nice view with that little gentleman down there. What do I want to do to him? What do I want to do to him?
Eldritch Blast.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Eldritch Blast.
Well, we do know we want to go somewhere after this, right? This isn't the end of the day. So I don't want to use all my spells. Yeah, Eldritch Blast it is. Eldritch Blast.
Man,
Nice.
For 6 points of damage, unfortunately.
barely hanging on.
Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
For 9 points of damage.
Yep, that one too drops to the ground as your beams of force fly through the air of the stank sewers and blast into his back as he's trying to retreat away from not only the longsword of Fireforge, but the great sword of Moonlight.
And then Silas in the back says, well, that's 3 out of the 4. Caliban, can you see that last one? Is he in the water in there?
I can't see him, but as a reaction, I am going to... Let me check something. Make sure he's within 30 feet of me. He is. I'm going to use Cauterizing Flames and...
Create a pillar of fire.
that shop, there it is.
Oh, goddamn.
Whoa.
What does that do, Caliban?
A harmless spectral flame springs forth from the dead creature's space and flickers there for 1 minute. When a creature enters the space, you can use your reaction to extinguish the spectral flame, and either heal the creature or deal fire damage to it. So if somebody wants to walk into it who's injured, they can get healed.
Goddamn.
Nice.
So what we're going to do, since we're post 10 o'clock, we're going to drop out of combat as the other Shadow Kai can use all of his abilities to easily get away from everybody.
You hear Torin yell, "We're leaving one alive, right?"
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you wanted to capture the one who was alive. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was just leave him. You didn't specify.
So anybody who wants to use that flaming sphere of Caliban's to heal up, you can, but I'll tell you it's... So let's walk through this. So you use the flame, step in and out of Caliban's flame as the radiant energy engulfs you and your hair floats above your shoulders and you gain a little bit of vitality. And Marielle,
20 is more than a little bit.
a little bit more
That's
than
a lot.
a little bit to gain some vitality to your spirit, and you follow Marielle as she leads you through these sewers to what looks like a vacant shop as you make your way up these steps out of the muck into this shop that seems to be vacant. Think on the east side of town, the poor district, learning what you know about shadows and the shadow song, thinking of what might happen on days to come. As you part, Mariel, is there anything you want to tell this group?
I've never felt more optimistic than I do now meeting you guys. I can't wait to see you again. But if you do have time, I'll still go for that captain. I have a feeling that if the people see a plate from one of its leaders, then they'd have more hope to fight.
We'd love to have you.
All right.
Fight well, and we would be honored to fight alongside you again.
No, be safe. And then I point them to like the safe direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you all when I see you.
And if you could send our friend Guy to where we are as well. He was, well, to be honest, he was trying to improve the soup in your kitchen. So
He's quick, though. I mean, he'll get there real quick. You just point him.
I will definitely let him know where you guys are, where you're headed.
thank you. And then Torrent's pumping 25 points of land hands into himself.
Okay.
In the fire.
Oh, it's gone after you go through it.
Yeah. It's one single use.
They nerfed it.
And as your group parts, the mysterious Muriel and her torn, what you think is an artifact of the Age of Mine, her moon blade, she disappears further down the tunnel. Your group heads into this abandoned shop on the east side of town, and the song of Shadow that Silas had once remembered starts to play again in his mind. We'll go ahead and end tonight's session there.
A dark shadow hangs over a darker city. You alone can see the thousand spires of an ancient elven civilization shrouded in darkness, clinging like an evening rain. A discordant melody plays among the wind passing through the heights. A gray tower upon a blackened tor beckons you, sweet lips pursed together. A silhouette of notes whistling forth, calling you near. Only the sight, possessed by fiends, prevents you from wandering forever in darkness, alone, allowing you to negotiate the labyrinth below. A perfect, glossy black door waits at the end of your steps. Rooms of faint moonlight crawl across its surface as you finish each note. A dark crack splits the center of this portal. Silence bursts forth, consuming everything close to you. You feel the blood of your heartbeat pulse within you. For long moments, complete silence and utter blackness smother all your senses, before a deep inhalation of breath, ancient and vile, croaks from within the darkened chamber, as beautiful music, a lute, echoes deeper. Your vision, unhindered by these shadows, observes a young boy with dark hair standing below an immense sarcophagus. He looks at you through the utter darkness, his face veiled in shadow, unrecognizable, says in a familiar accent. He stirs in his sleep. Drawn from a dream, you awaken with a start. Leaving your makeshift cot and tent coverings, you pass into the bright morning light. Looking out across the miles of dunes, 5 armies, standing together, standing apart. Apart from armies of undead, shadows, and darkness. Flows across a vast wasteland of diamond dust dotted by misery. Thunderclouds roil and drive the scouts forward. Electricity and music in the air. Drums, a constant among the arrhythmia of advancing armies. Rain of desert sand buried beneath boots of bone, where the sunset is blurred by the dark haboob, or perhaps tears obscure your vision. Dark and giant kings of gray, black, brown, and red rise up against you. Or maybe it's your new perspective looking up from below. A feminine voice rings out from on high, haloed in a crown of fire, and the blur of gray, black, brown, and red begin a trot in your direction. Then a fierce run, their heads bowed low over paled bones against the orange and red skies, pierced by flickering stars. A beast of bones riding high upon the mist of the deserts. A dark king howling to the stars. Maybe the moon, spurring forward denizens of death, commanding the desert's dead. Bare bones rising from the desert floor, A name of the Shadowbane rings foul upon the land. An impenetrable barrier of darkness above twinkling and inverted stars. Shredded wings rise to meet you as the roar of the Sara takes over. Then, a light hand upon your shoulder, wearing a ring of platinum and onyx. The smell of a desert lily, soft, to your right and behind. A melodic female voice and a husky low baritone.
There is more to see.
As shadows wash over you, graying black mists of nowhere, your blade in hand, shadows curl about you. A pale white mask looms close as dark hair pulls around it. The same husky, yet feminine voice rings in your mind.
Your cousins move upon the prime of Eleren. A dark and troublesome blight upon the land looks to rise again and consume the sons of prophecy. Many millennia have passed since the blood of the Fae have walked openly upon their land. Suspicion at the forefront of highborn thoughts. You'll face great difficulty when you finally face the end.
Her voice growing sad, but with hope, she says,
I see you. I see your vision is drawn to the shadow. But the equinox of royalty need draw your attention nearly as strong. Find your way to those who look to heal a saddened soul and protect it from the darkness you find so uncomfortable. Or maybe because you find it so inviting.
Her words continue.
Go and seek the Kitab Al-Zalal. May the Hamil Al-Tamrir guide your path.
The words echoing as the mask pulls away into the retreating darkness. Quietly, the winds swirl and pull around you as the shadows grow closer. Once again, they finally consume you. Moments later, you find yourself atop a sandy dune as stars wink brightly over the fallen greens of a great desert, drift apart and fall at your feet. A city of 1,000 spires rises up in the distance, beckoning you forth. Her voice, low, barely audible through the winds, the scent of the desert lily dwindling away.
Find the solitary pebble that glitters and glows among the darkness of humanity.
As the silhouettes of elegant towers burn into your mind's eye, the discordant notes of the song ever present in your ears.